So all these jobs are more dangerous than law enforcement. Being a trucker is more dangerous. Being a coal miner, being an electrical worker, a pilot, being in roofing and construction, being a fisherman, being a trash collector, being a logger, being a farmer. Some of these have inherent sort of dangers, right? In a way, pilots, they're up in the air. The roofing and construction, miners, there's an inherent risk of danger involved with these jobs, but they're still supposed to be safe working conditions, right? You're not gonna who's gonna mine a collapsed mine? Who's gonna pilot a bunch of planes that keep on crashing? So there's a risk factor for all these jobs. Well, if you become a pilot, know that you're flying scraps of metal into the air and landing it and putting it back up. You're doing that. And so there's an inherent risk there, but they've made it very safe. In fact, there's a statistic that says you're more likely to wreck on the way to the airport than in the airplane itself. So the regulations has made the airport more safe, even though there's an inherent risk. Now, being a cop, there's an inherent risk also. And people say it's a hard job. They want to return to their families. Yeah, they're human too. They're people too. But what I'm arguing is that they're not recognizing our humanity. They're sitting there saying they want to go home and that they're people too. What is the point of them being a police officer if they're so fucking scared all the time? They're so scared that they just keep on offing citizens at the dumbest fucking things. So if they're scared, then what? If they're scared, then why are you a police officer? There is an inherent risk in that job. You want to be the good man. You want to be the fucking, the Raylan Givens, right? You want to be the sheriff. You want to be the Andy Griffith in the neighborhood that solves crimes and takes care of problems, and you're the man, right? You want to be the man. So you wanted all the glory, but you didn't want any of the struggle. You want all the there is an inherent danger, but that's what we pay the cops for. We pay the cops to accept a certain inherent risk of danger, and that's why they get all the power. But instead of actually going after the criminals or going after the lone gunmen or whatever, the bank robbers, the people that's fucking, wigging out in society and just trying to fuck up over innocent people, instead of actually just going after the criminals, they're using their state police power to bully regular folks. They're bullying regular fucking people. So they're not using they have an inherent risk, and that's why they have all this extra power, but they're not using their extra power to, better go after the criminals. They're just, since they're sitting around, they're a standing army, they're going after people. I just saw a video today about a man getting his ass kicked and tased because he wasn't wearing a seatbelt. You're not wearing a seatbelt, now you're going to go to fucking jail. No, motherfucker, this isn't fucking Mayberry no more. It hasn't been Mayberry ever. I've never known it to be fucking Mayberry. A cop walk around without a gun in America? Yeah, fucking right. It's never been like that in America. So for a seatbelt violation, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna fuck over somebody's life, and beat them up and humiliate them and take them to jail, and they have to go through the entire fucking bullshit court, the fucking criminal so-called justice system. It's not a fucking justice, it's an injustice system. At what point the cop assaulted a fucking unarmed man, a non-violent unarmed man? That's assault. That's a carjacking. If a person didn't have a badge doing shit like that, hey, pull off to the side so I can break your fucking window and kick your fucking ass. That's a terrorist. That's a psychopath in society, and that's what we need the police for, to stop those fucking psychopathic terrorists who just breaking our fucking windows and just roughing motherfuckers up just to be roughing motherfuckers up. That's fucking Soprano shit. That's fucking Casa Nostra shit. That's not. That's not how the officers of the law, they have the state that backs them. As an honest person, I know if I was to get into an altercation with a cop and he hit me unnecessarily and I hit him back and he put charges on me, I'm looking at 5 years in fucking prison. How easy is it for a cop just to punch a motherfucker's name in? He's got the accused. Now you're innocent until proven guilty, but really you're guilty until proven innocent. And you have to go through the whole fucking rigmarole. The judge automatically assumes you're fucking guilty. Bailiffs talking shit at you. Everybody's got to rise for the deity. Oh, look, the big God judge just stood up. Everybody stand up for this most important person. He sits on top. He wants to be, strong on crime. And so he thinks being strong on crime just means punishing people to the maximum extent of the law that comes before him. Oh, you say you're not guilty? Well, fuck you. I don't care. I'm gonna fuck you over as much as I can. I'm gonna fuck you over. That's that's some bullshit. You're gonna fuck a motherfucker over for what? Just because you think that all cops are fucking right and they never do no wrong. They're humans. If you think that people are inclined to criminal activities, cops are no different than people, right? Didn't we just say that in the very beginning? They're safe, they want to go home, they want to be safe with their family. They're also part of the 99%. And that's what they're assuming, that we're not the people, that we aren't people, that we don't want to have an inherent, sense of safety. Just reverse the roles. I see a cop that doesn't have a police, doesn't have a seatbelt on, and I go break his fucking window and tase the shit out of him. What's going to happen? I'm going to get my ass kicked or maybe shot and killed. I'm going to die because he fears for his safety. That's what the fuck we feel like. We fear for our fucking safety. No, cop, you being behind me doesn't make me feel safer. You're going to serve and protect the shit out of us, right? Liberate the shit out of us, right? You're not doing any of those things. You're a fucking psychopathic fucking Nazi, and this is fucking Nazi land. We live in the fucking Nazi Germany minus the fucking elimination of the fucking Jews. It's just about kissing the corporation, the wealthy people's asses, and fucking over poor people just for the fuck of it. It's a nice fucking Sunday afternoon for a goddamn psychopathic fucking cop. So those are fucking fascinating. So all those jobs, right? Being a trash collector. You could be, being a trash collector is more dangerous than being a cop picking up people's fucking garbage. I respect the hell out of labor. Anybody who does anything, I respect the hell out of them. My point is that picking up people's trash is more dangerous than being a cop. So quit crying about you sitting there saying that you want to go home. Everybody knows that. Everybody understands that. But that's the reason why you have that position. Because when it comes to somebody taking a risk and standing up and protecting us, we the people, that's when a cop needs to do it. And there's nothing more telling when a cop actually runs into a real criminal. They'll fuck over, a quiet little humble poor man because he hasn't got no fucking, he doesn't stand up for himself, and he's a little weak little piece of shit that he could just bully, just be bullied and pushed around. And the cops go ahead and fucking abuse that privilege. They killed that guy out in fucking California. All they did was ask him his name. Right? And you're supposed to, there's a Supreme Court ruling that says at the very least you do have to give your name. And so, you have to show your fucking papers. You got to show your fucking papers in the United States, some sort, what has your name? Just believe the person telling you, or they got to see your driver's license. And what about them? Can I just go up, what's your name? No, they're uncooperative fucking dickheads. And they just try to, they just cover up their own asses. They cover up their criminality. In their mind, it seems like as long as you think that you're doing something good, right? You're allowed to kick drug dealers' asses. You're allowed to beat up, anybody that fucking gives you a fucking stink eye or disrespects you in any way. Cops walk by you and say, hey, punk, what the fuck you doing, punk? I'm walking on the sidewalk, piece of shit. What the fuck are you doing? Going around terrorizing the fucking neighborhood? Thanks, pig. I appreciate my tax dollars going out to pay for that shit. Cops make things worse. There's no reason to ever pay for a cop or to call a cop. There's no reason to pay for them either. They have no use. They will sacrifice freedom and liberty for order every fucking time. It starts in the fucking school systems. There's only one dictator. That's the fucking man or woman, usually woman. And they're supposed to be done, all their orders are supposed to be complied with. Shut the fuck up. You're not an American. You don't have rights. You don't have freedom. You're not a human being. You're a piece of shit, bitch-ass slave. So shut the fuck up, you bitch-ass slave, and get in your fucking seat and shut the fuck up. Or else I'll get some security guard in here and fuck you up. There was a case in Louisville where the guy got, his cell phone was taken away. A $200 fucking cell phone is taken away. So a fucking teacher is saying, do this. Now I just took your fucking private property. I just stole your private property. What the fuck you gonna do? In the freedom school, the way the freedom school is, if you need to concentrate on other things while something else is going, go ahead and concentrate on other things, Oppression is a bitch. It's not ADHD. I'm not, squirming around my chair because I got ADHD. Here in the privacy of my own home, when I don't have people looming over me, I'm very comfortable, very calm. And I'm not, looking at different things and different subjects. When I feel an oppressor standing over my shoulder and just judging me, that just feels fucking uncomfortable as shit. Yeah, we're like, basically the way the school system is we're just fish in the aquarium, and they're like, yes, we think this and that, and they pretend like them being judges, being in the room fucking with people's fucking reputation, judging them and shit, has nothing to do with how people behave. People behave when there's a panel watching them much differently than when there is not a panel watching them. You know, that's when their fucking character comes out. And the people that operate so comfortably, that's another thing with the American education system, is they make it so comfortable. It's like they're fucked up. They've internalized Nazis being around, and if as long as they say something irrelevant or they defend the system, then they'll be allowed to say whatever the fuck they want to say, and they're so fucking cocky and comfortable sitting in fucking Fascistville. Oh, there's a psycho over in the corner just staring us down. I feel fucking comfortable. No, that makes me feel safe. No, it doesn't make me feel safe. There's a man in the corner that has unlimited fucking power, of monopoly on the fucking violence, to do as he fucking sees fit, and he's gonna kick. He's not for a woman or a kid to do something. It's like, at least there's some semblance of saving women and children. But with men, there's none at all. Fuck that man up. Fuck that man up until he don't talk no more. He's a man. He's got testicles. He's got balls. We know everything about him. He's prone to more criminality. He's a wild animal. All he wants is sex. Fuck him up. We know all about him. No, but that's not all men, and that's not the fucking case. In fact, I'm a different kind of man. That does not define me in the least. The man that I am is a person who just likes people for who they are. I don't need to manipulate other people in order to form them into being the people that I want them to be. You love means you love the person for who they are. And so that's for some men, that's just not how they do things. And I was on a different role with that, but there was let's see if I can get it back, because what the kind of man that I am, isn't to put pressure on motherfuckers and just make people do as I fucking command them to do. If there's some sort of aberration and there's a fight, okay, I got to get involved. That's different. But in the general context, the kind of man that I am is that, no, I'm not just a beast. No, I'm not just, you don't fucking know me. You don't know shit about me. And frankly, these assholes, it's like my life is expendable. Men's lives are expendable. The kind of man that I am, I'll just finish this thought out. The kind of man that I am is that, I believe in myself. I believe in what I'm capable of doing. I go around, I treat people the way I want to be treated. I don't go around hurting people, raping people, robbing people. I don't do anything like that. I'm not mean. I'm not disrespectful. I very much am a fair person. I believe in fairness. When someone's nice to me, hey, how are you doing? I always say hello. I try to wave at strangers. I always smile at little kids in order to, give them a veneer that, the world is a happy, better place. I try to give them some sort of hope. That's the kind of man that I am. I believe in fairness. I believe in equality. I believe in, my beliefs is very important to me. My belief system, my moral core, who I am. I believe in doing to others as you have them doing unto you. So if I can't do good and I can't help people, then I'm not going to fucking hurt them. The very first rule should do no harm to others. But a cop comes up on the scene, starts ordering, do this, do that, bitch, you're nobody. This guy's got a fucking gun, right? He was they caught this asshole at a fucking a protest, and he was inside the protest, and then all of a sudden started pulling out fucking weapons and shit. What the fuck? Where the fuck did that shit come from? This guy right here, Jacob Crawford. Oh no, he's the one that said this guy is doing it. Who the fuck is this guy? We don't know. He's just an asshole in plain clothes, and now he's pulling guns out on everybody. Like, what the fuck? He's a regular fucking citizen. They're provocateurs. They try to do, they're going overboard. They're telling on them fucking selves. We the people are the enemy of the fucking police system. Noam Chomsky's got a good ass article. This whole fucking thing actually is just starting out as Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby is a great fucking conversation piece, because there's a lot of elements that's coming into this. So the way I look at the thing, Bill Cosby, he was able to make himself a success when he was, early on comedian. He did a lot of fucking hard work and shit, and he earned, where he got to. Now, being a weird freak job, he was drugging people and like raping them and shit. There's some serious allegations. There's a lot of people saying it. And so some people are saying, oh, another black man being lynched in the media, another black man. Perhaps people do believe it more so because he's a black man. But he's also just a man, so that could just be anti-men shit, not anti-black stuff. So it's weird to hear, some of my diehard black only type friends, which I don't even know if I would call them friends, maybe morally conflicted friends, but they'll defend, any of these fucking assholes. The fucking Burris, the guy who fucking ran for president, was stupid as shit, didn't even know where the countries were, right? And they'll fuck not Burris, the other guy, the Republican fucking the pizza guy, right? And then you have so you had the pizza guy, and I heard black folks say, "Make your money, and who gives a shit? Sell black people out down the fucking river, and then make your fucking money." Bill Cosby, oh look, here's another black man being lynched. Oh look, what's going on? And that could be true, but it also could be the exact opposite. You think because he's black that he's innocent. He's being lynched, and this is white America fucking over another good fucking man. And that's white America does that shit all the fucking time. Maybe they do more with black folks. Or isn't Kanye West kind of illuminated me to some? There aren't that many black millionaires out there. The black people don't have really that big of an exposure. So it's almost like Obama. It's like a second glass ceiling. Or it's like oh, well, racism is over, so let's not deal with some of the shit. Racism is an issue. Systemic racism and institutional racism is an issue. But racism itself is also an issue, too. Another thing with Bill Cosby, it's also weird that black folks would defend him just for being black, because he actually shitted on black people for quite some time. He's been telling them how they dress stupid and they don't act right. So he's an Uncle Tom. Perhaps he was able to get success because he was a type of black guy that America was willing to accept, like Obama. He's a black man that white America is willing to accept. And the only way they'll accept him is if you're just, not just fucking perfect, but over the top, phenomenal fucking perfect, right? You have to be like just perfect, perfect, perfect. On Obama, if a white man had half of Obama's skills, he would have been president a long time ago. But in order for Obama to be president, he doesn't just have to be a great black man. He's got to be a super fucking man, period. Okay, so I recognize all these things, but it does seem weird to me that Bill Cosby, maybe he's an Uncle Tom type of fucking dickhead, He was the white people chose him. This is the face that we want black people to look like. He's a doctor, he's successful, he's mean to his children and is condescending to them all, and he thinks he's so damn smart. I saw this interview with Bill Cosby on Jimmy Fallon, and he just looks like such a fucking asshole. He looks old, he can barely move and shit, but he's sitting on the floor, and it's really fucking weird. Why are you sitting on the floor? And then he's like trying to make Jimmy Fallon look like he's the asshole. What do you, Bill, what the fuck are you doing, man? You're really fucking up, man. You look like an old, and so in a way, maybe people are just beating up on old Bill Cosby. He's near the end of his life, so fuck him, right? And so that's it's kind of sad. But I don't know. I think that I'm not sure how history is going to judge Bill Cosby. But that's not what I'm trying to say. I want to point out the biggest thing that I want to point out, because I mean there's there's good and bad in everybody. So we can there's some things that Bill Cosby was talking about, how black boys would draw pictures of themselves without arms or without a head because they themselves feel stunted. And so he had a really good piece about race relations. It was an old copy, 1980s or so, and he really put it down the line. It was very did a very good job, I thought, with it. And it seems like a completely different person now. But I'm gonna analyze his comments just to kind of parse through them, because it seemed that's another thing too. When a person of the black community says something about, like if a person of the white community was to say, hey, black people are assholes, there's a lot of black people that are really fucking jerks. Why are they fucking jerks? Well, are you just being a racist? No, I love black people. I love all people, and so when I come across black folks and I want to be on a friendly relationship with them, I think my problem is just a lack of powerlessness, because I'm humble and I'm not a control freak. People think that they could fucking manipulate and control me. No, I don't want to be a slave either. I'm not a fucking master, but I'm also not a slave. And so, no, I'm not just a fucking pushover. You can't just, just because you only understand hierarchy. Someone's in charge and someone's a bitch. No, that's not it. In fact, we could be captains of our own fucking lives very easily. So for them to defend Cosby just because he's black is racist, and it's fucking bullshit. The same standards for anybody should be applied for everybody. I also am very curious, and I identify with the black community. So there was one thing that Chomsky had said, or no, Bill Cosby had said that was fucking fascinating. Here's a weird fucking thing that this Princeton mom tells CNN: getting raped while drunk is just a college learning experiment. You know, you get drunk, you might get raped. So you know, don't get drunk around these fucking animals. That's fucked up. You know, not we shouldn't be telling. You know, yeah, you should tell girls, you know, or young women to what they should and shouldn't do in order to not be putting themselves in harm's way. But you can't use those sort of, I guess, bad decisions to nullify the fucking criminal's actions. No, they shouldn't wear scantily clad clothes and walk down an alley, you know, late at night in an area that is known for criminal activity. You shouldn't do that. But if you did do it, you wouldn't deserve getting raped. So she's sitting there saying that, you know, just get up and leave and all this other shit. So it's just so, people are so out of touch. Sometimes they just say the stupidest shit. You know, they're too wealthy or they're too insulated. They don't actually know what is going on in society, so they say the dumbest of shit. So here's some of Bill Cosby's comments on the black community. So Bill Cosby, he says they're standing on the corner and they can't speak English. I can't even talk the way these people talk. Now the reason why I want to give these actually some more highlights, later on they'll say white people are using your words to use them against black people. And he was like, let them talk. Because what Bill Cosby is doing, he loves his black folks, you know? He says us. When we talk about us, we were talking about Joe Louis and Muhammad Ali and, you know, Malcolm X and a lot of these great black leaders. Now, you know, it just, you know, he's looking around and he's seeing a bunch of just fucking trash and he's kind of like, damn, you know, when we say us, is this what we mean when we mean us? Before we had all these great heroes to emulate, but now us almost seems like it's a race to the bottom. And I've heard that argument too, that, you know, black, to be sufficiently black, Obama's not black enough, but the man who's on the corner smoking crack and robbing people, oh, he's black as hell, right? Oh yeah, he's totally black, right? No, but that's a race to the bottom. Being black should be something very good. I mean, it is good. Well, it is. It's actually a benign thing, right? We are just who we are. But to be proud in yourself and to be proud of your culture, you know, there are bad and good elements in all cultures. So you can be proud in black culture in the sense that, you know, there has been progress and there has been a lot of black people overcoming. And so I almost think this is sort of like Black People 2.0, right? The African American is a different type of black folks than Africans. The black Americans, they've been stripped of their original African culture, and they've adopted this Christianity and the dominant culture, right? So they speak in English. They're not speaking Swahili. They not named Kunta Kinte. They're named Johnson and Bob and whatnot. So they had to have a cultural regeneration. They had to make up, okay, what does it mean to be a black American? Well, it means A, B, C, D, and E, right? Kwanzaa, that guy, that man who come up with Kwanzaa, the professor, that was all about just getting in touch with their African roots, but also, you know, moving forward, because an African black and an American black are, you know, they're the same, like externally, kind of. I mean, there's different race relations and cultural differences. Africans are more black, whereas a lot of American blacks are a mixture of Native Americans and white people. So he said, let them talk. So when Bill Cosby said, just let them talk, he's kind of saying that us black people need to figure our own shit out, okay? I'm not saying these comments to get, you know, give ammunition for the Klan. I'm not saying these comments to give Glenn Beck ammunition to say, you know, hey, they're fucking losers and let's fuck them over. Bill Cosby is saying, he's saying these things because he wants to see black people to excel. He wants them to do well. Now, I think Bill Cosby falters on a point that he assumes that if they follow his path, then they'll succeed. Just go to college and you'll do so well. But that's not happening in America. Go to college and you get a shit ton of debt. The talents and skills that you're being taught isn't enough, and it's not helping you to get to a job. So the school system is just hierarchical fascism, and ultimately it's about coming up with a new invention, doing the thing yourself, coming up with your own idea yourself, or finding a good job because of those that you're connected with. So it's about networks, and it's about the skills that you can build. If you're just sitting down, shutting up, and regurgitating fucking ideas that people are shoving down your throat, you're not going to go anywhere. You have to assert yourself. You have to go out and get it. You have to go out and get freedom. And, power never concedes anything without a demand. And if people know exactly where you will submit to, if they know exactly where you will submit to, that is the line that they will always push you back down into. Oh, well, we know that you can be pushed down into that fucking gutter. So that's what we're going to fucking do, is keep on pushing you in that gutter. Every time we ask you to clean the fucking dishes, you go and fucking do it. So now we know that you're the dish man. You're the weakest one. You fucking did this shit. And it's like, wait a second. I didn't do dishes because I'm the weakest motherfucker. I did them because they need to get done. And so, in slavery, people say don't talk about it. Slavery matters in the sense that there's reverberations of slavery. And so why, you want to point out white versus black culture, there are some notable differences. There are some huge notable differences, both good and bad. I think we could take the best out of, traditional whites and take the best out of black folks, and we can create something, beautiful and brand new and better than all the rest. There's with I don't know where I was going with that, but there's just that with white people, it's not that they're fucking got their shit together. They've been established for a longer time and have laws that's more established and shit, but that just doesn't mean that things are fucking working perfect. They have political leadership. I don't know. I can't really defend white people. It's hard for me to do it because at what point, we're taking the tea and imperialism is fucking helping us and stealing all the fucking land and shit. We were a product of history, so we were able to, get a step up on others because we were more brutal, more barbaric. We had the guns and the steel, and we had immunizations to the germs that we had brought over. So therefore, because we were just in the right moment at the right time, white people had a head start and just have kept that head start the whole time. So, okay, with Cosby, let's just talk about his quotes, okay? So he's sitting there saying, they're standing on the corner, they can't speak English. I can't even talk the way these people talk. Why you ain't, where you is, what he drive, where he stay, where he work, who you be. And I blamed the kid until I heard the mother talk, and then I heard the father talk. And everybody knows it's important to speak English except these knuckleheads. You can't be a doctor with that kind of crap coming out your mouth. In fact, you will never get any kind of job making a decent living. People marched and were hit in the face with rocks to get an education. And he's sitting there saying, this is what we struggled for. This is what we did it for. And so Bill Cosby is kind of pissed off at, black people got to become, free, independent. They're integrated. They got the right to vote. And so they made incredible strides. South Carolina in 1868, right, they had a majority, constitutional convention was majority black, and then the lower house of the legislature was majority black too. But since then, black people just kind of dropped off. And they've been struggling for a long ass fucking time ever since, being in a racialist, country. And so they have to worry about the struggle. But he's kind of saying if you always blame the white man, then you'll just be frozen, stuck in time, and you'll never fucking improve yourself. So his comments are, the way it sounds like to me, is more not so much he doesn't like black folks, but he's just saying black folks are on a whole different level. He doesn't understand the direction that th're headed, and is there a direction at all? Be your free, be yourself, be real. But what are you getting out of all of that? It's just the gangbanger down the street that you've fallen in love with, having babies out of wedlock and some other shit. That's what a lot of people are saying about the black family. Now, if I'll compare it to the whites, because I'm 11% black, but I got to take it in the context of me, and I'm not white, but I'm also not black either. So in the context, the way I fucking hear that shit, the family is deteriorating. Why is the family such a great fucking unit? We can have urban tribes. We can have buddies and friends. And we can have like a fight club house, Why is it got to be a family? Why is that the essential unit for the way we measure our macroeconomics? You can have a single mother household kicking ass. And what does a mother and father, what do those two fucking assholes fucking do? All they do is fuck over your life, and they'll fuck you up and think that they're smarter and better than everybody. Like Bill Cosby, he was the star of the Cosby Show, but imagine being Tito or being Jermaine or whoever the Malcolm Jamal Warner is. Imagine being him. Basically, he's supposed to be the dumb, fucking, stupid, irresponsible kid that just needs a father's mean fucking, sort of, what do they call that? Love, tough love, right? Oh, he just needs tough love. No, motherfuckers need love, just love, right? You don't need tough love. Just care about a motherfucker and empathize with a motherfucker. But you know, Cosby comes away looking like a fucking genius and making Jermaine. I don't even know. I watched a couple episodes that was sort of after my generation. But he's made to look like a fool, right? And actually, I want to mention this about the cops. You could tell whenever a criminal comes out, that's when they fucking don't understand. You could see that they're a bunch of cowardly pieces of shit. When a real motherfucking danger is there, they don't act right. But when you're sitting there saying, yes, officer, whatever you say, officer, they'll fuck with you like you're a little bitch. And so when a real criminal comes by, they're absolutely inept and they don't do shit to solve the crimes. Why would you call? The only time is to fill out insurance information. There's no reason to call a police officer. They just fuck things up and make things worse. The West End had some shootings, and then the media was sitting there capturing some of the older black women saying, send more cops, more cops. We need more police officers here. And you know, that's really fucking sad. Whereas I would be like, let's police ourselves and let's stand up. They got people ready just to fucking sell out in a fucking heartbeat. And so that's, you know, it's been frustrating for me. My life journey, I guess I'm gonna put that off to the side actually, but my life's journey has been really fucking tough. You know, it was almost as if like, I don't know. It's almost as if like that America is just a bunch of fucking psychopaths and nobody really gives a shit about anybody around here. And and you know, that's unfortunate. So if you find somebody that says, "Hey, I like you," you know, they just like, I don't know, just maybe they like my skin color. Hey, I like white people. I like you. And I wouldn't try to be a dickhead to them. I wouldn't try to be a shitty ass. Oh, you love me? Well, I'm gonna fucking, you know, piss you off, and then you won't like me. Why would you do something like that? What would be the point of that? If you know, yeah. So anyways, that's Cosby. Let's talk about what he's saying. He says, "Why you ain't where you is?" They are fucking up their English, right? But English, we don't speak, you know, Algonquin, and we don't speak Navajo. Those would be the Native American languages that we should be speaking if we assimilated into the culture. But we didn't do that. We stole motherfuckers' lands, and then we create a fucking so-called civilization on top of it. And then we're supposed to say, "Oh no, it's ours now. We've been here for the whole fucking time." That's what the Palestinians said. We've been living here the whole time. How can Israel just come by and just say this is our fucking land? If Israel could do that, then that means the Native Americans can just Israelize fucking America. This is our fucking land. We've been here forever. But wait, we lived here. It doesn't fucking matter. It wasn't your land to begin with. And you're telling me that the Shawnee don't have a holy land on the dark and bloody hills in the bluegrass state? You're fucked up. You're absolutely wrong if you think that shit. So actually him talking about black people fucking up their language. Well, white people fuck up their language. Y'all ain't how you be, what you do. And you know, they do shit like that too. And so actually I feel like we're a bastardized country, and maybe speaking English, Urban Dictionary, I don't know, we are speaking new ways. Shakespeare created up new phrases and new words, and there's just some of them, I don't know, it's I don't hate it. I don't hate it. The point of communication, the point of language is communication. So if I can understand why you ain't, why I ain't what? That's not a full sentence. Why you ain't here? Oh, well, I ain't here because, you know, I had to get some fucking gas. I had a fucking car wreck. What the fuck ever. Where you is? Where am I at? I am, you know, I'm right here. What he drive? What kind of vehicle does he drive? Where he stay? Where does he live? Where he work? You know, these are, you can understand what it is just because it doesn't sound fucking golden to Bill Cosby. You know, that I don't fucking hate it. I don't hate it. In fact, I like it better because I see both poor and white, you know, poor whites and blacks doing the same shit. They're fucking the English language up. The hillbilly fucking E's, that ain't fucking language. What the fuck? Y'all ain't sink this, that, taters. Y'all saying shit fucked up just to be cool or something, right? Oh, he says taters like a little fucking child. Look at him talk about taters. So they're fucking their own languages up, and it's almost like they fighting with each other. They competing with each other. So I don't hate that. I get what he's saying, though. To be accepted by polite white America, you have to talk the way they talk. Or do you? You know, you can be a rapper and speak however you want to. If you become independent, you can talk how you want to talk. As long as people understand what you're saying, you know, that's that. If maybe actually the Urban Dictionary is a badass saying, they should publish it into a book. That's how the German language and the American language, American English and Oxford English all got their start. They all got published in a single volume book. Haitian Creole started out as just a spoken word, and then they wrote it into a book. And once they wrote it into a book, then it became a legitimate language. Haitian Creole was just verbal, and it was just passed down from generation to generation. So, then he goes on to say that they're not African. Well, that's where, that's where it starts, and it starts with an oral tradition. Black folks also are self-expressive people, right? So they're very expressive people. So it's, I could sit there and tell you the story as it happened, but truth sounds so fucking boring. And the, stories, lies, or tall tales, you tell them with a little, emphasis and makes it a little better, they're more exciting. You care more about them. And it's fucked up. I mean, just the American Thanksgiving myth, right? That story has been sticking for a long ass time. And there's a lot of stories like that. The Paul Revere myth, right? He runs and saves the day, but he gets captured, and he doesn't save the day, right? Two other people, Prescott Dawes. There was other Paul Reveres that actually succeeded. So why did he get the glory and not the other ones? The myth just seems to go farther than the lies and the truth. The truth is very fucking boring. This person did this thing at that point, and then this thing happened. You can try to, I don't know. Culture is about us sort of interpreting all this shit. So everybody knows it's important to speak English, except these knuckleheads. You can't be a doctor with that kind of crap coming out your mouth. In fact, you'll never get any kind of job making a decent living. So he's being really presumptuous. He's being really fucking arrogant. People marched and were hit in the face with rocks to get an education, and now we've got these knuckleheads walking around. The lower economic people are not holding up their end in this deal. The fucking poor, the poorers are the people he's fucking getting mad at. What is their end in the deal? They're fucking poor. You're sitting there saying what? They can get a good job if they get a good education. What if the education system is fucked and the capitalistic system is fucked? And they can, right? We all can overcome if we just fucking grit our teeth. But what if the playing field just ain't fucking fair for nobody? Jesse Jackson even fucking defends his comments and saying that, he wants black folks to kind of aspire more for more things. He's saying that people aren't parenting. They're buying things for their kids. $500 sneakers for what? So they look nice. So they look good. That's good to make sure people look good. Black folks are good at looking good and wearing good clothes. There is something more visceral and visual to something like that. A person could study all fucking day long, but if they know how to do shit, they have to prove it to somebody, and they gotta talk to somebody, right? So that just means that what you dress like is only a part of who you are, but it's an important part, right? It shows that you take yourself serious, or that you value yourself, that you realize that your star player is the fucking church. It is God. I don't pray to God because I don't believe. I'm God. And since I understand my consciousness and my five senses thoroughly through and through, that's what I'm going to go with. This is the man that's going to be able to get me out of my rut, and this is the only person that I can really trust. There are institutions out here that can help. This is America, right? So it's not third world countries, but it is third world countries in some fucking places. There's homelessness. There's people that have bed bugs and they're fucking run down, a slum fucking, in their slums. And so and there's no water in Appalachia, so there's not even running water in a lot of places. I don't even have fucking running water here. So you're sitting there saying they won't spend $200 for Hooked on Phonics, but they will spend $500 for the shoes. That's a good juxtaposition. You should care about reading and literacy, but what's the point of education and literacy? I know a fucking teacher at Spalding University, all she wanted was the power to tell everybody what to fucking do. She didn't care about what they read and what they were excited about. It was just about the power to dominate over others. I don't think education is the fucking key. To be educated, to get smarter, that's the key. But going to school and expecting that, some of a business school or a liberal arts school is going to teach you something, go to welding. Get a fucking real skill. You're going to need real fucking skills in this world. And if you do want to get a doctor or be a teacher, you got to fucking play the game. You got to be like, you do have to fucking act white. You got to fucking act like them. And that's probably that's where they're running into a brick wall. Why the fuck do I got to act like somebody that I'm not? In order just to get a fucking good job, I gotta act fucking white just to get a good fucking job? Why can't I just be the best damn me that I can be? And then that should be what gets me a job. It's like Howard Roark versus a fucking compromising fucking pissant little bitch, right? Oh, you just want me to be an Uncle Tom fucking kiss ass bitch? I will do that. No, I'm not gonna do that. You want me to fucking dress a certain way and act a certain way? No, I'm not going to do that either. So, I mean, and maybe that just, I don't know, maybe there's not good mentors or something, and there's not good leadership, because frankly, I don't look down on these things. I don't look down on tattoos, but I can see how some fucking uppity, crusty, fucking judgmental fucker would judge these small, tiny little things. These things don't matter. These are all superficial things. The learning to read is an important fucking thing. But why do you learn to read? So we get history. Why do we learn history? To become more of ourselves. Why do we read? To learn how to do shit, right? To get skills, to be informed, and to be able to educate ourselves. There's many reasons why we want to read. Those parts are just as important as sitting there saying, you know, don't buy shoes. You saying we shouldn't buy nice shoes? Of course, like, I don't think he's saying that either, but that's could be where he's coming from. Hey, you poor fuckers, learn how to read a damn book and quit trying to be richer than what you are. And there is something to that. There's not a single criticism here that Cosby puts on black folks that I couldn't just put on white folks just as easy. 2 out of 5 Kentuckians can't read. That's poor white people who can't read. Poor whites in Kentucky are also on the dole. They're getting fucking food stamps, and they're getting fucking Obama phones, and they're getting all this free shit. And it's not a free, easy coast. You know, they got to ask for it, and then they got to be approved for it, and they got to just find gas or money in order to get to the fucking place. And if they don't have enough fucking gas money, they're just going to fucking fall off and die. But if you ask them, they'll pretend they don't take any fucking money from the government. They're so much fucking better than everybody. Everybody just taking their fucking free handout. And they say the same shit that these fucking rich-ass fucking Republicans are saying when they're the ones on the fucking dole. I even saw Craig Ferguson, coach. He was sitting there saying, nobody helped me. We were on welfare and food stamps and nobody helped us. Motherfucker, that means you had the government helping you, you stupid ass piece of shit. If you sit there and said nobody helped you but welfare and food stamps, that means somebody fucking helped you. When I was in 2008, 2009, I was living in Lexington and I thought I was going to die out there, but I was able to get some food stamps, and when I did, it was the greatest fucking day of my life. I felt like somebody out here gave a shit about me. So there are politics that's in place that's helping, but it's a goddamn struggle out here. And to assume that because you're, to assume that you're a white man, you're just going to fucking succeed. Absolutely not. If you don't act and behave the way these fucking crusty assholes act, if you don't become a Nazi and have no soul and just make fun of everybody that you think is just so much, less than you and shitty, it's like you have to adopt a fucking racist sort of superior fucking attitude. And that's why they don't like new money. They don't like people when they make their own money. Your Lil Waynes, your Eminems, people that made a bunch of fucking money being themselves. They hate that shit because it's saying, hey, you don't have to be just like us. And really, that's all they're fucking doing, right? The owners want people to be just like them. No, we want you to be cutthroat and to not give a shit and be against, fucking regulations and capitalist and laugh at people who are fucking poor and stupid ass shit. So now he's talking about talking to these people who cry when their son is standing there in an orange suit. He's in prison, right? Where were you when he was 2? Where were you when he was 12? Where were you when he was 18? And how come you didn't know that he had a pistol? And where is the father? Or who is the father? So he's talking about breaking the family. Well, I'm not for sure if the fucking family union is a good way. I think the urban tribes, I think if you was to, I would do better living with my homies who's got my fucking back than I did with, with a badass wife would be fucking awesome, but frankly, the women that I've been coming in contact with, they suck you fucking dry. If you show any interest in them, they flirt and they play these stupid ass fucking games, and then you're supposed to keep chasing, and it's just fakeness. It's just fucking lies and bullshit. And so they'll suck you dry until you have no fucking life for yourself. They'll take all your energy, they'll take all your attention, they'll take all your resources, and then once you're dead in a ditch, they'll move the fuck on and find some other fucking asshole to fucking suck the life out of. No, I want a woman who's, got my back and is a partner, and I don't see that. That's not in America. That there's no partners in America. You got a bunch of privileged white women who want to be taken care of, and if they do get a job, they still expect that same fucking privilege, and everybody's supposed to bow down to them. Yeah, I understand. I'll respect you, but you start ordering me around like a dog. It looks like a dog is fucking telling me what to do. Nah, dog, you're way smaller than me, and I don't have to fucking listen to you. So you want to go ahead and be you got to find a man in order to tell me what to fucking do, and that doesn't guarantee it. I'll be pissed off at that motherfucker too. And in fact, I'll appreciate the fucking man because I could talk to him like a fucking dick. Fuck you, you fucking prick. I ain't gonna do what you say. No, I'm not gonna fucking do it. I'm not your fucking bitch. You shut the fuck up and you get in your car. Now shut the fuck up. People say, oh, well, you cussing. That's not polite. Cops are fucking cussing all the fucking time. To be a man, you have to fucking cuss. If you can't throw it down, fuck that piece of shit. Every once in a while, people are gonna think you're a bitch and they're gonna steamroll right over you. So, that's for motherfuckers, for Bill Cosby to sit there, he's basically the perfect spokesperson. He's a perfect mouthpiece for the fucking owners of America. Perhaps all this is true, but instead of sort of saying, what can we do with this creativity and this unique culture, he's saying, you guys are fucking up. You deserve all the shit that you get. Who gives a shit? And he's just bitching at them and just shitting on them and just making it sound like they're the worst people ever. And perhaps he's right on some accounts. There's shitty fucking black people. There's shitty white people. There's shitty people in any fucking group. And the people that do dress like a fucking asshole, don't do anything for society, doesn't help anybody, has no fucking responsibility, doesn't give a shit. That is not going to be a good, society is not going to welcome that person with open arms. But maybe it's like fucking Tupac, Maybe it's a goddamn fucking war out here and you got to be a fucking badass just to be, people say, like with women, don't, have respect for yourself and don't strip for a living. You make a shit ton of money for stripping, right? It's demeaning, they say. It's demeaning being a fucking, a janitor. It's demeaning having to pick up trash, and picking up trash is more of a dangerous job than being a fucking cop. There's inherent risk in any fucking thing that you do. And so it's demeaning to get into those positions. So is it more demeaning to strip than it is to take a fucking, a bitch position? The lowest fucking person on the totem pole gets yelled at and blamed, all the shit gets blamed on them. Which one's better? I think I don't know if you can compare which one's more demeaning. In fact, I almost think that you can make an argument that stripping is better because you can make it respectable. You can have it to where they don't touch, just give you some money, or some touch but no sex, right? And so they can make rules and shit, and they get a shit ton of money. They're making somebody happy. They're getting paid. They're getting, if I had a choice, this isn't me comparing men and women. This is me comparing what if I had a choice, and if I could just shake my bum, shake my ass a little bit, and get money thrown at me, and compared to picking up motherfuckers' garbage and shit, yeah, you're goddamn right. I would rather just strip. I get way more fucking money. I get a dance. I'm enjoying myself. I'm out in public. People are enjoying my, my inherent beauty or whatever. I'm dancing. I'm having fun. People liking what I'm putting out there, and I'm getting fucking money for it. So yeah, that's way fucking better than dehumanizing myself and being on a fucking bottom, tier of the corporation where everybody just fucking, nobody respects you and nobody gives a shit and everybody's just a bunch of fucking assholes. Somebody's got to fucking do this. Somebody has to do this shit. I don't disrespect people that have to pick up trash. I very much respect it. It's a hard fucking job. And then the fact you add on to the fact that nobody gives a shit, right? You're doing a hard fucking job and you get no fucking respect for it. That's fucking bullshit. So he's talking about prison systems, right? Malcolm X says if you're born black in America, you're born in jail. So if that's the case, then that means you don't have a fucking chance to begin with. You got to go out like Tupac. You got to be your own individual self. He's sitting there talking about how you have to conform with the fucking owners of society. You got to act like them in order to get like them. And I don't know if that's totally fucking true. To be a doctor, I mean, to not get tattoos, is that what being a doctor means? You just didn't get tattoos? So I think that there's an element that people have to be sort of militant just to be able to survive this, in this fucking police state. People got to be Tupacs before they can start worrying about being a doctor and all the rest of this shit. Who gives a shit if you're a fucking doctor? As soon as you go to school, you get fucking robbed. Who gives a shit if you're a fucking doctor? As soon as you go to school, the cops beat you up and throw you in the fucking jail. When you have no food on the table, shit's, piling up. It's a fucking hard life out here. So I will take Bill Cosby's words, all these words, as actually being a sincere effort to try to elevate black folks, but I'm not for sure if the direction that he's trying to get them to go in is actually the best way. Yeah, we need to get educated, but not white educated, not in the fucking school systems. I think you need different licensures and different fucking ways to do this shit because the fucking education system is so fucked. I wish, if I looked in hindsight, really I wasted my fucking time with political science and with teaching. And that didn't get me nowhere. It made me into a radical, and I know all this fucking knowledge and shit, but the only way it can be applied is if I become a fucking politician. And so if I'm not wanting to be a politician, I think a lawyer, a doctor, an engineer, these all would have been superior, way fucking better jobs for me. And I don't want to grow up living with regret. So maybe I should just fucking go along with it. But frankly, I had a fucking path. Be a teacher, be a lawyer, and then, hopefully I can have a decent life. But I've had a fucking psycho family try to fuck me over in every step of the way. This life has been much more difficult because I have psycho pieces of shit that want to fucking kill me. They're the ones that enslaved me. They stole my labor. They took all the fucking things that I've worked for and did. And then when I said, hey, I don't want to be a slave no more, they said, fuck you and fuck your life. We're going to ruin you. And everybody else went along with it. It was so fucking great. Oh, fuck this slave. That's, you know, we lynched this slave his entire life, and now, you know, he's got a fucking cult wanting to fuck him up because they've lynched him, and he said, stop lynching me. Let's lynch him some more. I get you, black folks. I fucking get you. In fact, I probably get you on a whole nother level that you don't even understand. I experienced slavery, and slavery was fucking bullshit. And it's also, I look at the world, and nobody gives a shit. Men don't give a shit. Women don't give a shit. It's equally the same in black communities. With me, no, you didn't give a shit. You didn't care. And if, you know, people was like, well, you know, did this and did that. No, motherfucker, you don't fucking know. You don't fucking know. I was out here by my fucking self, and if you were the only person, Diana Richardson, a racist fucking black person, and if she was the only person out here for me, she would have killed me. She would have killed me by either her own hands, or she would have been such a shitty bitch to me that I've been like, hey, stop being a shitty bitch. And as soon as I say that, I would get fucking killed. And what kind of choice is that? That's not a fucking choice. That's not a choice at all. That's a community that's very fragmented. There's tribes. Some people, there's gangs here and there, and that's the only way you can fucking succeed is really get into your own fucking tribes and do your own fucking, you know, find your own peoples, find your own fucking block and shit. That's the only way to fucking survive. People are assholes. If you try to say, hey, will you give a shit about me, people will say no and slam the door in your face and not think twice about it. They'll fucking kill you. They'll fucking murder you. Oh, you need someone to care? Fuck you. Pow, pow, pow. There's my care for you. Fuck your life. And so if you got a fucking family that's broken or that's evil, that's why I don't believe the fucking family. I have a shitty fucking family. No, I'm not fucking married to those assholes. No, I don't give a shit about them. No, I don't have a fucking family. I'm a goddamn orphan out here. Those motherfuckers have done anything and everything. They've tried to murder me. They've tried to fucking, they put fucking charges on me and all this other shit, which was fucking bullshit. And so that's just the fucking system, and that's the fucking assholes who don't mind fucking hurting other people winning. And so is that what the fuck we need to do? We need to be just as psycho, just as shitty, fucking put up a fucking, you know, some sort of semblance of civilization. This is how we do things around here, and if you break out of that norm, we'll fuck you up. That's the only fucking way. You know, sit there and try to be just like a motherfucker when you don't know what the fuck you're talking. You're a controlling oppressor, molester, fucking professor. You're a shithead. You know, for Bill Cosby to sit there and act like we just need to be like him. If we need to be like him, should we be raping and drugging fucking people up and doing that shit? He's not exactly the fucking, you know, he's not the best fucking TV dad no more. Fathers aren't good fucking people. Most of the world is fucked up because of the stupid shit fathers do to their son. So instead of fucking mocking and making fun of, not Tito, is it Jermaine? I think it's Jermaine. Instead of making fun of fucking Jermaine, you know, you both could have had an equal dialogue. Not where he's just a dumb fuck that needs guidance, but he knows shit and he's going to get to someplace. So how do you respect people, Cosby? I saw you on Jimmy Fallon. You didn't respect anybody. He doesn't respect anybody. He's a fucking, you know, I guess when you're an island and you've learned to be very selfish and just care about your own fucking, you know, self, and you've done okay, then you don't give a fuck about anybody else. But you're not an island. You had, you know, Cosby Show was created by writers and producers. You got an accountant. You have, you know, there's lots of, the cops fucking probably fight for your ass. All right? Oh, it's Bill Cosby. Oh, shit. So, people with their hats on backwards, pants down, around the crack, isn't that a sign of something? This is kind of funny. People putting their clothes on backward. Isn't that a sign of something going wrong? Yeah. Kind of, unless you're protesting, you know, just that the fucking society is backwards. So by putting on backwards clothes, you're fucking being backwards to a backwards society. People with their hats on backwards, nothing wrong with that. Pants down around the crack, I don't know. Maybe pulling the pants up isn't that bad, but you can wear your clothes how you want to wear them. Are you waiting for Jesus to pull his pants up? So Christianity is seeping in here. Maybe that's where he's, you know, KKK was Christians. You have a very short attention span if you're a fucking Christian there, Cosby. Or is it a sign of something that when she has her dress all the way up and got all the needles piercing going through her body? What part of Africa did this come from? We're not Africans. Those people are not Africans. They don't know a thing about Africa. With names like Shaniqua, Taliqua, Muhammad, all that crap. Muhammad is from Africa, right? That's an Islamic thing. There's actually, they missed some of this quote. It would be like white people saying they're European Americans. So actually, this goes to the fucking heart of the matter. You cannot get a bigger Uncle Tom than fucking Bill Cosby. In his mind, he might think he's doing some good, but he's actually destroying the sort of the black communities, a big black spokesman turned around saying, hey, black people are shit. They're absolute fucking garbage. And now he's got this rapist charges, and now you got black folks who's going to defend Bill Cosby, who says that black people are garbage. And now the only way it would make sense is if they're like, well, he's got a point, you know, but there are garbage. Black people are fucking garbage. That means that's a black person hating themselves. You can go ahead and what, get mad at me because of what? What the fuck can you get mad at me about? Just because you're a fucking racist asshole. I've never done a thing to anybody. You want to just be mad at me just to be a dick? Well, you're a fucking racist. Bill Cosby is a flat out fucking racist saying black people fucking suck. And he's being defended because of his skin color. It's fucking racism. It's fucking racism. It just is. Racism starts in the mind. You think we would have a systematic, institutionalized system if white supremacists in their minds didn't say, we are better than black folks, and let's build a system all around that where there are slaves, and we need big, strong slaves, so let's get the strong ones, but we're better than them. They're stupid. They might have bigger, stronger muscles, but they're dumber, right? And then the Irish. Fuck the Irish. They're not as strong as the black ones. We want a big buck, a big, strong African, right, to do our farm work for us. So as soon as that white supremacist says, let's be fucking racist, that's where racism fucking began. As soon as somebody says that type of people is black, these type of people is white, that's where racism begins. You know, making a distinction doesn't equal racism. Making a distinction and add it on, and I hate that about them, that's when it becomes racist. You know, look at that white person. I hate how he wears his clothes really nice. Fuck him. Look at that white person with the fucking baggy fucking pants. He doesn't pull his pants up. Fuck him. So it's like, as soon as it's making an observation to begin with, but it's the fuck him part that is the racism part. It's the hatred. It's the fear and the hatred. That's where racism fucking begins. If I just say, hey, that white man over there just kicked that dog and he pissed on the fucking flowers, that is not me being racist. That is not me saying whites all do this and fuck a white person for doing that. I'm saying fuck that guy who I just, labeled as white. Fuck that asshole who's fucking, kicking dogs and pissing on flowers and shit, exposing himself or what the fuck ever. That's not racism. It's racialist. And frankly, I don't even like the fucking distinctions, black, white. There's no black or white people in this fucking country. No such thing. Not a single white, not a single black. No fucking way. So I was born here, and so were my parents and grandparents, and very likely my great-grandparents. I don't have any connection to Africa, no more than white Americans have to Germany, Scotland, England, Ireland, or the Netherlands. So he's being fucking racist. The same applies to 99% of all the black Americans as regards to Africa. So stop already. With names like Shaniqua, Taliqua, Muhammad, all that crap, and all of them are in jail, black or brown versus the Board of Education is no longer the white person's problem. We got to take the neighborhood back. People used to be ashamed. Today, a woman has 8 children with 8 different husbands, or men, or whatever you call them now, baby daddies. We have millionaire football players who cannot read. We have $1 million basketball players who can't write 2 paragraphs. We as black folks have to do a better job. Someone working at Walmart with 7 kids, you're hurting us. We have to start holding each other to a higher standard. We cannot blame the white people any longer. And so there's something, there's a genius and an ignorance to all these fucking comments. He's just kind of just shitting on black people. That's all he's fucking doing. But he was saying, let them talk. Let the white people talk, because we do need to, as black folks, we do need to figure out ourselves. We do need to figure out what our direction are we going. Are we just going to fucking shit on people and be shitty to everybody, and that's going to be, we're going to get fucking money, or we're going to be a basketball player or a fucking rapper? That's how we're going to become rich and get out of this shithole? Can we just get regular jobs? I don't see how working at Walmart with 7 kids is really a bad thing. You got a fucking job, and, the government does take care of your fucking kids. Somebody was sitting there saying the white man is the one taking care of the black woman today through welfare and food stamps. The white man is still taking care of, so there is no room for the black man. Well, if a woman thinks that a man she needs a man to take care of her, then she's insecure, she's stupid, she can't be independent on her own. Women can very well, easily be independent. You would assume by how cocky some of these assholes are that they are fucking independent, but they're not. They need motherfuckers to shit on and be, to crap on to make themselves feel fucking superior. So that's a fucking problem. Women need to understand, to come up with an idea of where they want men in their life. I once asked the question in a class, what kind of men do you want? And they got fucking pissed. Oh, how dare you fucking ask us that? What do you mean, how dare I ask you that? You don't have an idea of what kind of fucking man you want? And if you don't have a fucking idea, how the fuck am I supposed to just be a magical fixer-upper man? I just come around with my fucking big-ass money and just take care of you into a never land and just build you a fucking wonderful house, and you can just lie in there with your fat fucking lazy self and do not a goddamn thing, and everything will just be taken care of because, what, daddy gonna take care of you? No, I don't need that. I don't need a motherfucking child. I don't need a leech on. I need a partner, a person who's willing to fucking fight with me and to take the world on with me. If you're just going to be a shitty bitch to me, and because why I'm a nice guy, I don't tell you what to fucking do, you need someone to handle you? Are you that dumb? You just don't know how to fucking handle yourself? Why can't you handle yourself? Are you just that stupid of a bitch? No, seriously, that's fucking bullshit. And then, you know, it's just fucking bullshit. It just is. I would much rather have a partner, but the idea of women not knowing who they want in their life, you don't need a man to take care of you. You can take care of yourself. So what do you need a man for? Dick? You need a man for sex? You need a man for maybe companionship? Men truly love their women. You know, there's a word in the English language that talks about an extravagant love for a man that a man has for a woman. All the romantic comedies has a woman just sitting on the fucking, you know, on the boat or whatever. And while fucking Jack Dawson dies, you know, for her honor and shit. What a great romantic story, but he fucking dies for that fucking, you know, that privileged, spoiled bitch. What fucking struggles did she have in life? Poor little rich girl. Yeah, she was going to have to marry a motherfucker she didn't want to marry, and that sucks. Don't get me wrong. But she's going to have a privileged life for the rest of her fucking life, you know? So for him to have to fucking die and do all the fucking things for that privileged piece of shit, I think, you know, I would like to have a woman that would jump in after me if I was down and out, you know? You're just going to stay in the house and just be judgmental and shitty and look down on me as if I ain't shit because I love you? That's bullshit. You got to fucking honor, love, and respect, and you have to fucking care about other people like they care about you. Women need to learn how to love. Women know how to suck the love and take all the love in. And when you're just a little baby, I got to buy your fucking groceries and your diapers and change you and wipe you and do all that shit. You're not a fucking baby. Babies don't even need to be babied by the time they're fucking 5. So, you know, for a grown-ass woman thinking that they need to be fucking babied, no, that's bullshit. And then the opposite is just as worse. I don't want a piece of shit that just, you know, if she needs to be handled, that means I got to be a fucking abuser. I got to fucking yell at her and tell her what to fucking do like she's a dumb motherfucker. Are you a stupid motherfucker? Are you really that fucking stupid? You don't know how to fucking operate. You don't know how to fucking exist and live. You're that fucking dumb. You need somebody to demand and tell you what your stupid ass needs to fucking do like a child. No. The women that I see that independent women that are going that they're getting men that they can easily manipulate, that are really nice to them and that they can fucking manipulate. That's the fucking men that they're going after. And so they want bitch men. They want men that they can just shit on, that'll love them no matter what, that'll do the fucking work, do the handyman shit, and just be, you know, fucking kings for them, but also just shut their damn mouths. And so if you're telling me that I got to be a slave or that I got to be a master, I'm not going to fucking do it. And if I don't find a woman that wants to be my partner, who wants to be out in the fields with me, planting plants and raising kids together in a freedom-loving home, you know, where we talk about ideas, we talk intellectual, we talk politics, but we also talk about our own personal sort of finances and our own dreams and ambitions. There's a lot to talk about. And as long as you're sitting there saying, fuck you, kid, get in the other room and shut the fuck up, they will always be childlike and slave-like and obedient. And you're not going to succeed by just being an obedient fucking piece of shit. You're going to succeed by being strong, by taking charge, by being a leader. And you can only take charge and be a leader and be strong if you got something strong to lead on. You know, yeah, you can be a strong fucking man and beat the fuck out of your kids. You're strong, right? You're leading. You're saying this is how we're going to fucking do things. You don't do as the fuck as I say. I'm going to beat the shit out of you. And that's manhood 101. That's Spalding University. That's the education system. That's America. That is America. You're allowed to beat the fuck out of your own kid because you own your kids. But that kid fucking loses his mind and hurts society. You just fuck society. And you don't own your kids like you own a fucking pet. That person is a human being with their own rights. And then when they get to be 18, they do need to go out and venture for themselves. But did you prepare them to go out and venture for themselves? Did you teach them to be independent and smart and to be wise? Did you tell them to go and do that shit? Or did you just fucking make them a bitch little fucking slave who only takes orders like a dumb bitch the dumb fucking, piece of shit fucking nobody, a slave, a fucking slave. Slavery was outlawed a long time ago. Not just black slavery, even child slavery was outlawed. But we still have slavery today, and it's so fucking normal and typical, and it's such fucking bullshit. The way people are. People are just such fucking dicks, man. If you don't realize that the will to power is inherent in everybody, everybody wants to manipulate you to their fucking ways. But they don't want to fucking take responsibility for the decisions that you make. They just want to plant seeds, get you to go left, and then when you fuck up, be like, well, shit, I'm glad I didn't do that shit. No, you should have actually give the same advice that you would have give yourself. And if you're suggesting other motherfuckers to do shit you wouldn't do yourself, you're just fucking with people's lives. You're just fucking with their minds. That's all you're fucking doing. And it's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. Compared to the family that makes the child strong, that respects them and respects their mind and gets other people to respect them. No, we don't treat our fucking kids like assholes. We treat them with respect. And if you can't treat them with respect, then you need to be out of my child's life. Because this person is going to be a person in the community, and they're going to fucking do well. And they're going to need the room to be able to go out and make mistakes. And if all you know how to do is just shit on people and make fun of them and mock them, then fuck you. You don't get to be in my fucking kid's life. No, you don't. And hopefully I'll be able to find, I don't know, I guess I could adopt people or something, but I don't, if I have to get through a fucking bitch just to have a fucking kid, that's fucking bullshit too, And a bitch is just a female asshole, so go ahead and get mad at me about that, but you could also not be a bitch. You could try doing that. Women can be a lot fucking nicer. They think their shit don't fucking stink. They're fucking assholes. And because of why? Because you fucking adore them, because you love them. And they've always been loved, so they always suck all the love in the fucking room and take it all in like they're the fucking queens of the fucking world, and we're all just supposed to fucking revolve around their fucking ass. No, I don't want to do that. Sorry. I want a person that respects me and looks at me as a king and wants to, that doesn't drain me. That we build on each other, we challenge each other, and we compliment each other, and we raise and elevate each other up. We work with each other, we fight by each other's side. We're partners, and we're fair, and we love each other, and we care. That's the type of woman that I want. Not one who just is fake nice. No, you think you're fucking tricking me, and fuck that shit. I don't like to be fucking tricked. And someone who isn't just shitting on me all the fucking time. Well, you ain't shit, you ain't nothing. No, fuck that. Fuck that. So black people, if there is a criticism that I will say, that I will stem out from Bill Cosby, your women are assholes. Your fucking women are shitty, fucking loud, obnoxious fucking assholes. They're not loving, they're not pleasant, they're not nice. And they're the most aggressive, meanest fucking people out here. Every time I get cut off in traffic, it was a black woman that was cutting me off. Black women just have an attitude, they're ready to fucking shit on anybody and everybody as soon as you fucking talk to them. You can't be fucking nice. You can't be fucking decent. Why is everybody so beneath you and you just so shitty? And then that fucking extra fucking flavor, you just shitting on people, and you got to be the person that says, and you ain't nothing. Now, what you think now? I think that you deserve your ass kicked. That's what the fuck I think. What do you mean I'm nothing? Why am I nothing? Oh, no, I gotta fucking, you respect your fucking dumb ass. You're a fucking piece of shit that got men around the corner and shit. Women love you, men love you, and I gotta respect your stupidness, your fucking stupidity. I gotta respect that. Do you know how to be fucking nice and decent yourself? I can respect someone who's respectful to me. Someone that's shitty to me, I can't be fucking nice to you. No, I cannot be nice to you. You're shitty to me, fuck you. Fuck you. You want to be an asshole to me? An asshole, it doesn't matter what fucking color, gender, where you're fucking, if you're an asshole, fuck you. Fuck you. So, Bill Cosby, he's sitting there saying white people don't do that. They're not European Americans, but white people are European Americans. And because they fucking try to fucking deny themselves and hate themselves, that's why they're fucking racist. They think they're doing everything right. Well, they call themselves African American. Well, us whites don't do that. Us whites say we're white and we're better than everybody, and fuck your fucking ways. No, African American is actually fucking legit. They came from Africa, they live in America. European American is legit. Your roots are from Europe, and you've only been here for a couple hundred years. You dumb motherfuckers, stupid ass pieces of shit. Yeah, you want people to adopt the culture that they're in now, but what makes us more American than, say, an Alabamite or a Kentuckian? I'm a Kentuckian. And I think my love of my home state I would say it's probably equal. It doesn't trump. I think of them just like the federal government. They are co-equal branches of government. So, and that's another thing. We identify with those who govern us. We're Americans because Washington, D.C. passes laws, and therefore, in our jurisdiction, that means we are that government. You know, I don't know. It's good to be proud of yourself, but these things that have, nationalism, it means to be proud of fucking nothing. Oh, I'm proud that I'm white. Why are you proud that you're white? You didn't earn that. You were born that way. You proud that you got fucking 5 toes too? Look at me. I'm Mr. 5-toed man. 5 toes on this foot, 5 toes on this foot. Yeah, look at me. I'm so proud. I got 5 fucking toes. 5 fucking toes on each fucking foot. I am a badass Mr. 5-toed man. Here I am. Yes, sirree. What the fuck? You were born like that. So to sit there and take pride in something that you didn't do, fuck that. Let's take pride in shit that we accomplished. Let's take pride in shit that, be proud of who you are, that you're born and that you're alive, but just know that that's all that is. I love being an American because I was born on this land and I like myself. That's why I like being an American, but also like being a Kentuckian. So to sit there and say that American trumps my Kentuckiness, or my Kentuckiness somehow trumps my Germanness, or my Africanness, or my bloodness, or my English speakingness, that's really what we all are. So who the fuck says, yeah, go English speaking peoples? I'm an English speaking person, motherfucker. What you gonna do? So we're taking pride in what? The language that we speak now? We can talk a language. That's good. Other people talk our language. We can communicate. But to be proud, I don't know. You accomplished that. You had to learn how to fucking speak English at some fucking point, right? But to be proud of just some shit that you didn't even fucking do? I'm an American. What made you an American? You were born on the soil. What did you do that became an American? You did nothing. You done nothing. So you have an undeserved fucking privilege fucking label that you're going around acting like it's, it's you're the head honcho. I was born on this land. I'm better than you. Hey, Mexico. Hey, Canada. Hey, Cuba. Hey, Europe. We're better than you because we was born on this dirt. And actually, in fact, that doesn't imply that, right? Just because you're born on one pile of dirt versus another pile of dirt, that doesn't mean that those two individuals, one is somehow inherently better than the other. The only way that one can be better than the other is if they're stronger, bigger, smarter, invented new things, set a new civilization, then you're fucking better. But just being born on 2 different piles of dirt, that doesn't mean shit. That means nothing. So, fuck Bill Cosby's racism. He's clearly adopted the white people's fucking ways, and that's the reason why he's a fucking asshole. That's the reason why he does the shit that he do. That he does. He says they're not Africans, all that crap. Well, we got to take the neighborhood back. People used to be ashamed. So there's something to that, right? There isn't lynchings, and there aren't fucking white people just, the black people are getting hunted by cops. Cops are shitty. Get the cops off the fucking streets. You can't understand. You can't identify with my struggle against the police because of my skin color. You're a racist. And that's another thing. You get past some of this nationalism bullshit, this identity politics fucking bullshit, and it is fucking bullshit. It's almost as if it's like, oh, I'm a transvestite, and I got all these fucking issues. Well, you got these issues because you're a man dressed like a fucking woman. And that's a little weird to some people, Well, I feel like a woman on the inside, but you're not a woman. So how the fuck do you feel something different than what you are? There's some fucking weird shit going on in your fucking mind. No, I'm not trying to hate on transvestites. You want to be a transvestite? Be a transvestite. But if you're going to sit there and try to say that you got it worse because of, how you fucking express yourself, yeah, you're going to get it worse. You're going to put yourself in a fucking unique fucking bottle, and either you got to be the best goddamned individual, unique fucking transvestite in the fucking world, or you will get fucking raped. You will get fucking devoured, and you will get thrown out out in the fucking streets. And that's just America. If you're in a unique individual, we don't respect individualism here. We respect conformity. Just like fucking Bill Cosby saying here, right? He's a good spokesperson, not for black people. He's a good spokesperson for white racist America, because he is sitting there saying a lot of the shit. Fuck the hyphenated American. So if I said I'm a Kentuckian American, somehow you're saying fuck me. Fuck you, Bill Cosby. I like Kentucky better than I like America. America is a good fucking nation. We've done successful. We're a fucking empire. Now we're killing lots of people. I don't know how that fucking helps me or not. But, I haven't been killed yet, so I don't know if that's, I don't even want to say that that's a good fucking thing, because I feel like we're fucking putting ourselves in more and more danger. We got these two big ass oceans. Perhaps, perhaps I'm in more danger because, this shit keeps on going down. So, in America is also Barack Obama, right? If you're, oh, I'm proud to be an American, where Barack Obama's my president, and I want him to succeed and do well because I love this country so damn much. No, the people that'll say this shit are fucking racist assholes that are against Obama, talking about Confederacy, talking about secession. They're anti-America. So these motherfucking anti-Americans are sitting there pretending to take the American fucking mantle. So Bill Cosby, he's been adopted into the white community. He's adopted their fucking ways. He's internalized their values. And since he's got money, he's looking down at poor people who have nothing. And so when you have nothing, you find ways to entertain yourself. You talk fucking stupid. You wear fucking clothes. Because you know what? I could get hooked on phonics, but my damn neighbor doesn't give a shit about it. White or black. My damn neighbor doesn't give a fuck if I'm hooked on phonics and I can fucking read. We don't respect intellectual creativity, we don't respect individuality, and we don't respect people getting fucking smarter. My God, if I just, the things that I feel like I could do for others, if someone was to tell me just being a fucking motivator, just being a personal trainer, just being like I'm learning German today, and if somebody came over and was to learn German over and over again, and I got somebody to talk to, then I got I'm learning, and I'm building a relationship, I'm building culture, I'm building knowledge. And the other person can be learning too. They're learning, we're all fucking learning together. But if a motherfucker is sitting there saying, I'm going to teach you something, and the other person says, well, I'd like to teach you something, and the person says, shut up. Or if the person says, never shows you anything, right? I'm showing you this, showing you that, showing you this, and nobody shows me shit. Well, that means you guys are just sucking all my energy and everything that I got, and you're not giving any fucking thing back. And that's fucking bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. We do need to be our brother's keeper. We do need to elevate each other. We all have a will to power, so we do need to make sure that shit's checked. Nobody wants to be somebody else's fucking bitch. And as long as you want to just make everybody your fucking bitch and control and manipulate everybody, fuck that. Fuck people like that. Fuck tyrants. Fuck a tyrant. I'm so sick of these goddamn fascist fucking tyrants. Fucking tyrants want to fucking say, do this, I'm the fucking boss. Bitch, fuck you. I'm the fucking boss of my life, and you know what? Fuck you. I gotta sit there and listen to you buzz in my ear with your stupid ass fucking orders. That's fucking disrespectful. You wanna give me an order? Hey, go sit over there. How about you suck my dick? No, kiss my fucking ass. There's a fucking order for you. Oh, well, now you're cussing, and clearly that's wrong. Oh, that's wrong. But it's not wrong for you just to bark orders at me like I'm a fucking dog. And if I don't do what the fuck you say, I'm gonna get fucking raped, right? You're gonna fuck me up with some fucking violence. You're a fascist, tyrannical piece of shit. And fuck you fucking tyrants. Fuck you fascist motherfuckers. Motherfuckers have no morality. That's all they want to fucking do is smash people into subservience. Somebody says love is slavery. Yeah, right. Love is slavery because you're a slave driver. That's why you think love is fucking slavery. Love is not fucking slavery. Love is liberation. And if you can't understand that, you want to just fucking enslave me so you can be free? Fuck you. We're both going to be fucking free. We're both going to be fucking free, or there's no deal. We're both free, or fuck you. So, fuck his racist comments. Bill Cosby just pissed me the fuck off. Yeah, I've had black people that were racist to me. It's fucking bullshit. But the biggest chunk of my life has been white people that have been fucking me over. So if you want to trip over something that I said something about black folks, or I called a white friend nigger or some shit, fuck you. You don't fucking know me. I've seen black and white people sit there calling each other nigga, and they were best fucking friends, and it was beautiful. It was fucking beautiful. Because I saw black and white people getting along, who loved each other, who cared about each other, and who thought of themselves as their nigga, their brother. Not, hey, nigger, you're less than me. So Bill Cosby wants to sit there and say that shit. Fuck you, Cosby. Maybe he ain't never been somebody's nigga. Motherfucker don't know shit. And then you want to sit there and judge me? You don't understand white people. White people stole $50,000. They robbed more from me than any black person out here. So you want to talk about, I want no racist shit? It's because they're fucking evil. It's because they're fucking evil. Because they want to take other people's shit and they don't give a fuck about anybody but their own goddamn selves. They're fucking neurotic. They act like they got a fucking stick shoved up their ass. They act like they're fucking better than everybody. And all they want is to make you their bitch. They want to be a tyrannical fucking piece of shit. They're no fucking different. It's a human thing, right? Nietzsche says it's all too human. We're all too fucking human. But if you can't understand my fucking struggle just because of the way I look, because of my fucking gender, fuck you. I'm no fucking different than any person out here. So for gay people, fucking women, black folks that want to be a dick to me when I've been on your fucking side my whole fucking life, fuck you. Fuck you, fucking racist, sexist, hetero fucking phobic piece of shit. Fuck you. I don't need the struggle to be any worse. I try to liberate so you can oppress. I try to fucking make your life better so you can make my life worse. That's bullshit. And thank God that my fucking choice isn't between one racist or another racist group. Fuck all you fucking racists. No, this ain't gonna fucking make me go back into any fucking, fuck the Klan till the day I die. You can't understand me being against white racists? Fuck you. Sorry, black man, you don't understand that I'm against white racism, so fuck you. Your blackness made me nicer to you. But if you're just an asshole and you don't like me, fuck you. Fuck you with everybody else. The same fucking rules apply across the fucking board with anybody. You nice to me, I'm nice to you. You ain't nice to me, fuck you. And white people, I swear, white people get on my fucking nerves more than anybody else. It just fucking breaks my fucking heart. Black people just want to be fucking dicks. Okay, black man, all right, man. You want to be an asshole? Good for you. Fuck off then. Fuck off. No, you're an asshole. Fuck you. I don't want to hear your stupid asshole fucking words. You're just like the fucking white men out here. You're fucking assholes. I don't want to hear it. There are nice black folks, there are nice good ones, just like in every group, right? There's good and bad in every fucking group. And I could go on and on about white people. They're neurotic, they're fucking stuck up, they think they're fucking better than everybody. But I'll tell you this, when I leave my house and I got shit in my backyard, I don't think they're gonna fucking take it. So, you know, they're cowards and they're pieces of shit and they're fucking racist and they don't know themselves, but they're also not taking my shit. They're not robbing my stuff out of my fucking house. So that's good. But when you get into the corporate culture, they'll fuck you over and stab you in the back without even thinking fucking twice about it. They're fucking evil, they're sick, they're backwards, they're backstabbing, dog-eat-dog world. They'll fuck you over in a fucking heartbeat and they don't give a shit. You say you want freedom and you're not a Nazi, fascist, low-life, fucking unfeeling, uncaring piece of shit like them, they'll fuck you over. Which, you're not a fascist? The fascists of all fucking colors. Y'all can kiss my fucking ass. Diderot said to Voltaire, those fucking quotes, that man, I love that shit. He says, Diderot, you know, other historians teach us facts just to teach us facts, but Voltaire would teach differently. He says, Diderot, Voltaire would teach us to have a hatred of, you know, of lying, of superstition, of ignorance, of tyranny, and hypocrisy. Fuck you fucking hypocrites. Fuck you tyrannical motherfuckers. Fuck you superstitious fucking assholes. Fuck you ignorant fucking bastards. And fuck you motherfuckers who fucking lie. I have a moral core, and those are my fucking moral cores. Those are my fucking beliefs. You can't get anywhere if you're fucking lying. I offer people all the information they need in order to succeed in this fucking world. Nobody does that shit for me. How the fuck are we going to succeed if we're not fucking helping each other and not informing each other about the shit that needs to go down? No, nobody's giving any information. You know what they're doing? They're just saying, shut the fuck up, boy, and do as the fuck as you're told. I'm a tyrant, you're a bitch, get on your fucking knees. Slavery was outlawed. Nobody has any dignity, no dignity of human beings out here. No, it's the pussification of America. There are no fucking men out here. White men, there's no such thing as white men. You got Samantha Ramsey, you got kid in Boone County. What man stood up for Samantha Ramsey? No man stood up for Samantha Ramsey. There's no fucking men out here. You got a bunch of fascist fucking Nazis wearing badges, and they're going around killing and hurting anybody they fucking want to. They're not being men. They're not standing up for women and children. They're killing the fucking children. And that's a white woman, right? There was no protest. Nobody gave a shit about that. No white people gave a shit about that. So you want to compare black and white? Let's do that. Because in Ferguson, someone gets fucking killed. There's people out in the street saying this is bullshit. In the white community, in the non-solidarity, individualistic fucking white community, somebody gets shot and everybody's fucking sucking the white people's dicks, the white cops' dicks. Good job, white cop. You should have killed that fucking piece of shit bitch. Good, I'm glad she's dead. She didn't do nothing. Does that fucking matter? No. We love our Nazis. We're patriots. We love God and guns, and cops never do anything wrong. He was scared for his life. No, he wasn't. He fucking murdered somebody, so Samantha Ramsey had a gun and killed him. I guess that's okay. That's acceptable. She was scared for her life. No, no, somehow it's fucking wrong. These motherfuckers don't understand justice. They don't understand the rule of law. They're not fucking fair. They're cutthroat. They're backhanded. They're liars. They have no fucking morals whatsoever. Their Christianity only gives them a fake appearance of fucking looking good, but they're assholes. Motherfuckers that just, if you can smile all goddamn day long, good, good. You have an easy life, motherfucker. People are fucking giving you fucking shit because you're smiling and you're pleasant. That's an easy life. That's an easy fucking life. The struggle is real out here. So you go around smiling, that's fine. If you're smiling like in spite of motherfuckers want to fuck you over, but if you're smiling because your life is just really fucking happy, you can spread that happiness out with everybody. Fucking white people, you fucking stuck up fucking assholes. Yeah, people want to fucking hate me. Diana Richardson, you're a fucking racist piece of shit. You're an absolute, you're trash. So, if Bill Cosby was talking about assholes, then fucking asshole. There's a poem that I actually saw, Jerica Eves. This feels good. I'm glad I'm getting all this off my chest. Jerica Eves, she loves her man. She's really fucking sensuous. She's loving. She's pretty. She dresses really nice. And she wants to make her man happy. Sitting there talking about how excited she gets to washing her clothes and fixing dinner and shit. To be a fucking woman of the house. She can't wait to do something like that. While I'm not looking for someone like Jerica Eves, having a Jerica Eves would be a fucking dream. I would rather have a Jerica Eves that's politically oriented, and when somebody says, our kid just got shot up, let's fuck this entire neighborhood up, that's the woman I want. A ride or die type of woman. One who's got my back like I got her back. And people who don't fucking just say, well, I'm nice and I do all the things right, so clearly that person who got shot and killed must have done something wrong, and it's because I don't want to do nothing about it, and I'm a lazy pile of shit. And even if they did something wrong, I still wouldn't demand justice because I'm fucking immoral, weak, fucking white, fucking community. That's what the fuck white people are. So white people are going to fucking vote for racism, vote for fucking Mitch McConnell just to fuck over the entire fucking country. Let's vote for the goddamn corporations. Why? Because we don't like black people. So we look at Mitch McConnell's ugly ass fucking policy, ugly ass face, and we say, that is us. That is who we are. We're Mitch McConnell. Fuck all you motherfuckers. Anybody who voted for Mitch McConnell, you're the fucking problem in my fucking state. Jesus Christ. It doesn't matter that you have all a wealth of information being presented right in your fucking face. You choose not to fucking believe it, and you choose to be fucking stupid. Kentuckians, they'll fucking be opinionated as fuck about Mitch McConnell, Allison, Lundergan, Grimes. But the election, we had the entire counties were up for election. Nobody knew who the fucking PVA was. There wasn't no debates. Even the fucking Senate, we only got one fucking debate, and that piece of shit, McConnell, just fucking filibustered the whole fucking debate the whole time. He didn't answer a single question. He extended his fucking answers way too fucking long. He was annoying. He was a fucking asshole. And fuck him. Fuck him. But hell, he's got a job for another 6 years because the fucking poorest state in the fucking country voted for the richest senator in the fucking country. Yeah, because, right, good job, poor people. Fucking hitching your wagon to a fucking millionaire star is going to make you a millionaire, right? Just like it's done for the last 30 years. We all fucking millionaires here, right? Man, Mitch McConnell fucking being our senator just made this damn state just popping. So much wealth. Everybody doing so good. So much camaraderie and love. No, there's not. There ain't shit like that. In fact, the only white people that have solidarity are the fucking racists, the Klan. There should be white Panthers. There should be poor people, comrades. There should be motherfuckers that just identify politically and they group themselves together with that fucking that ideology. But even amongst, similarities such as political ideology or philosophy, we don't fucking group together. We don't have fucking groups. And that's the biggest fucking, I would say, the biggest problem with fucking white people that there are. Just a bunch of fucking individuals. Just a bunch of psychotic fucking piece of shit fucking individuals. Nobody loves each other. Nobody cares about each other. It's cutthroat, dog-eat-dog fucking world out here. And so I guess maybe the white people that succeed are the ones who realize that shit a long time ago and build their fucking tribe up to be as strong as they can. But those who try to build their fucking tribe down and fucking dress them down and make them into their fucking slaves, that's fucking bullshit. My labor was stolen for 17 fucking years for assholes that just took my shit and didn't give a fuck about it and then later on played stupid about it. You know, valedictorian, did really fucking well, very active in my fucking community. And for what? For nothing. None of that meant a goddamn thing to anybody. Nobody gave a shit. It just meant I was told what to do and I fucking did it. I was obedient as shit. I didn't know, I didn't have an intellectual mind. I wasn't independent. I wasn't a self-starter, self-reliant, a go-getter. I was just a fucking piece of shit, you know, fucking Uncle Tom, white fucking bitch, right? A fucking Uncle Tom house Negro. And knowing that I was an Uncle Tom house Negro is so much more because I know myself and understand myself better than anybody else out here is why I understand that I'm a field Negro today until the day I die. Sorry, we need to get fucking free. And if y'all don't know how to get free, I'm going to get free on my own fucking self. And if I can't find anybody else out here that want to get free with me, then you can go fuck yourself. Seriously, go fuck yourself. You don't want to be free? You want to fucking just enslave me to your fucking depression? I'm not going to be enslaved to your fucking depression. I'm not going to fucking do it. There's a whole world out here. A whole fucking beautiful fucking world out here. So let's read some more comments. I think it's got to come from the universities. I think women strongly because when you see 70% in research, they says they're leaders of the household. What we need is for people to realize I want to raise my kid. I want to go back and get my 3 kids. I want to take on that responsibility. I want to love my children. There is something to that, but if a black woman or any woman out here is being a stupid, shitty fucking asshole and she can't identify the man as being herself, then no, fuck that. That would be a fucking horrible situation for that poor black man. I've heard rappers complain about black women. And then they'll say, well, they're women of agency. They're strong. No, it's not that you're strong. It's not that you're a woman of agency. It's just you're a fucking asshole. You're a fascist fucking asshole. And you want everybody to kiss your fucking ass and just be obedient to your stupid ass. No, fuck that. I don't want to be your fucking slave. And until you can start to understand that I am you and you are me, and since you don't want to be disrespected, I don't want to be. We cannot be fucking friends. As long as you think that I'm somehow different than you, and that I need to do and fulfill a certain type of fucking role, fuck you. You don't get to define. That was one of the abuses. You can't define sex roles. The man is the abuser because he says he defined the sex roles. So the woman should define the sex roles? I don't think so. I think the man and the woman define the sex roles together. So for, you know, women, you need to man up and you need to go do that. I saw a fucking a judge sitting there just shitting on this guy who was taking it fucking nicely. Like, look, I pay all the bills. She sits at home, don't do shit, just farts in a fucking couch and is lazy, fat fucking nothing. And every once in a while I want to go party. And the judge is like, oh, you got that jerk in you, don't you little jerk? No, you're a jerk, you little jerk. And just shitting on the man who was taking care of business. He took care of his woman. He took care of his child. And every once in a while he would go out and party. He liked to have drinks and he liked to be out there with friends. So what? He got his shit done. He did his shit. But that wasn't fucking good enough. So it was a black judge and a white woman. And I'm glad that he stood up for himself because eventually she says, you must leave. And she ordered him to pay her so much money so she can get the fuck out. And she even made a joke. You know what this is? This is because I don't want to be around you money or some shit like that. That's really fucking great. So a man who is taking care of business, doing what he's supposed to do, is going to get fucking raped. Going to get fucked over because this fat fucking bitch won't let him go have fun when he wants to. He was upfront about it. He says he likes to party beforehand and he did it afterwards. She can go to the parties with him, but she doesn't want to. So she's just a fucking, you know, she thinks she owns him. That's her fucking dick. It's her fucking body. And that body better go out and work hard and pay for her fucking ass so she gets to sit in a fucking comfortable ass fucking house and be, you know, everything taken care of, all bills paid, no fucking big deal. That's bullshit. That was not, it's like alimony. It's fucking bullshit. It just switched around. If you want to see if it's what's fair, what's not fair. No, sorry, Judge. I'm a man, and I've grown accustomed to a certain way of life. Oprah has been just paying my ass to do all this stuff, and I'm used to it. So she needs to pay me more money. But she was paying you because you was fucking her, and you all were lovers. I know, but I'm not gonna fuck her anymore. But I still want the money. No, I want the money. What do you mean? I'm getting alimony. I'm getting an alimony, and I'm accustomed to a certain way of life. What am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to somehow what? Develop skills and shit. I was just supposed to be her fuck buddy, and I'd fuck, you know. And really, frankly, the job of wife, the job of what? You gotta smile every once in a while, be pleasant, and fuck. That's the easiest fucking job in the fucking world. Oh my god. And to just be around, just to be able to take care of the fucking family. I wish I had an Oprah. I would much rather cook dinner, clean house, play with kids, play with my family, be with my family. Yes, of course I'd rather that. Who the fuck wouldn't want something like that? So women are living the dream. They're living the fucking dream. If you got that, you know, that ugly women don't get that. Women who are not attracted to somebody can't get a man to fucking give them everything. But if you're attractive enough, you can get that and then some. Right? You can play everybody off of everybody and get fucking 10 houses, having people paying your fucking phone bill, people paying your fucking car bill, people paying this bill, people paying all these fucking bills, and all you gotta do is touch their penises every once in a while, right? For what? Maybe an hour, maybe less than an hour, maybe 10 minutes. Just gotta fucking stick your ass up in the fucking air and just say, ooh, baby, give it to me. Yeah, that's a real fucking hard job. Let me fucking tell you. A real fucking hard job there. It's an easy job to begin with. And so, you know, it's absolutely fucking backwards, and it's absolute bullshit. So, you know, people can make up whatever agreements they want to make up, and if the woman wants to be the housewife and the man wants to go out and do that, that's fine. But motherfuckers sitting there saying that she deserves extra money because she has a vagina, that's some bullshit. That's men are getting absolutely fucked over, and men are the ones that making the fucking, you know, slam dunks and making the movies and shit, and they're getting fucking raped because they found some, you know, they had to have a vagina to stick their dick in. And so really, either A, just lead to jacking off, become fucking gay, or just, you know, until women can start get their shit together and start being fucking decent people. And, you know, I don't know, the Bill Burr says that it's socially unacceptable to hit a woman, and that's the reason why they're fucking assholes. Maybe that is. Maybe that's the fucking thing. Right? I don't even have to say anything, and the motherfucker's ready to fucking punch me just for being a man. Oh, here's a man. He just walked into this. He looks like he's proud and cocky. Fuck him. I'm going to punch him for no reason. I've heard a woman prosecutor say that. Oh, you see these fucking people come in and they're acting all cocky. You just want to slap them. Why you want to slap them? Because they're proud of themselves? Because they're proud and they're innocent, and you just want to fucking hit them? Because why? Because you want to fucking hurt them. You want to destroy them. Because you're evil. Nietzsche actually says women are more evil than men, and I see it. I don't know of any woman that has any. I don't know of any person that has a moral core. There's nobody out here that has a moral core. Nobody. People talk about being good and all this shit. They don't care. There's no core inherent fucking. You know, we do this because I'm going to go and help the poor because that's the right thing to do. I'm going to fight the good fight against the war because it's the right thing to do. There's nobody out here like that. And so it almost makes me feel foolish. Is having morality, is that what's been fucking me up? If I'm supposed to blend in with the fucking white owners of society like Bill Cosby is telling black folks to do, I'm supposed to give up more morality, be a fucking psycho, laugh at the poor people and anybody that's not doing better, and then somehow think that I'm an okay person. Somehow I'm supposed to get satisfaction with that sort of very self-serving, narcissistic fucking lifestyle. So I want to raise my kids. I just don't want to have to fucking deal with the fucking shitty asshole that's going to be like, oh, you just got my fucking ass. You just had sex with me. I own you. No, I give you my dick. So if you think you own me, then I should think that I own you. You got the cookie. I got a cookie. You got a cookie too. And if you can't fucking respect that shit, then fuck you. My fucking love gives you the fucking world, and you're going to fucking drain me like a parasite. And the parasite always kills their host. A parasite always kills their fucking host. He's talking about drugging people in fucking prison. They're over medicating themselves. So he says at the very end of this, he's talking about how just because you say something louder doesn't make it right. And every loud voice you hear yelling about something and saying, well, you lost us. You became a millionaire. The reason why I'm giving you this information is because I was living in the projects. So Bill Cosby come from nothing. So that gives me more respect for him. I was not taking care of myself in terms of managing my education. And once the door opened and I saw, quote unquote, the light, I started to become very successful. So Bill Cosby did say there was a change in him. And then once he acknowledged that change of taking care of himself and caring about his education, managing it. And then he says, then he became successful. So perhaps he's being legit. Perhaps he see black folks as himself, and he's saying that, you know, when I made the change, I became fucking better, and so black folks need to make that change too. And he's saying that it's all about blaming white folks. He's a very good white apologist, and so I wonder if he could criticize. You know, there's something about a praise sandwich. You say what you love about black folks. You say what you want the black folks to get better at, and then you praise it. You know, you end with the fucking quote: "We're all people. We all love one another." And frankly, I don't know. There's something about like someone said, love and hate are so similar to one another. And I don't think so. I think hate will make people, will hurt people, it kills people, and love, you know, elevates them. But the idea of love and hate being similar in the sense that you have a strong visceral reaction to somebody, you have strong emotional reaction to somebody, and it's either love and affection or it's hatred. And they say that it's one and the same because the both are the strong fucking feelings towards somebody. And so in a way, you know, that love could turn to hate, or that hate could be turned into love or something. I don't know. Just that they're related to each other. They said, oh, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's not the same thing. You're just talking shit because your fucking preacher said that shit. God, man. If all the stupid shit that I fucking heard, I could just tell people, no, you're stupid. I think you're really stupid. I don't think anything you said was right, and fuck you. I think I would have felt so much fucking better, man. God, people just want to make me feel fucking uncomfortable. And it's just because people are assholes, you know? I have a lot of gifts. I've put myself out there very much. And it's like, a woman did ask me out one time, and she was like, God, that was so hard to do. Yeah, it is. Put yourself out there like that, and then motherfuckers just be like, fuck you. You ain't shit. Like a woman does. Yeah. Yeah, so women are absolutely privileged. They get anything and everything in the world, and that's black or white women. I don't feel sorry for race anymore. Poverty, I feel sorry for. Gender, I don't feel sorry for you. Not anymore. Women are all about women and each other, but they don't give a shit about anybody else. The men that love them and adore them, they shit on the most. Well, you love me. I had a woman that was like, well, you love me? Well, then you got to give me some money. Well, she brought me back to me loving her, and then used that to manipulate me. And I should have been like, well, do you love me? Then don't manipulate me. You love me? Give me some money. No. Are you saying my love matters? My love is real because you can get money out of me, but your love is fucking fake? So when you say love, what did you actually mean? Woman, what did you mean by that when you said that you love me? That you like my presence, you like me being around? But when I need some fucking money, and I said, hey, you love me, right? So why don't you give me some fucking money? How come I didn't get the fucking money? The reason is because men love their women, and women don't. Women don't give a shit about their fucking men. And, you know, I don't know if they live their entire lives thinking they're just, you know, and I hate that shit. I just fucking hate it. It's like, well, I dress pretty and I'm nice and you just want sex, and so I tricked you and I'm just always nice. I don't have to stand up for anything and be anybody. I can just keep tricking you. And as long as I dress pretty and dress nice and I'm pleasant to be around, you'll just always love me and give me whatever I want. So you're tricking me. So I'm the fucking mark, I'm the fucking target, and you're going to try to take money from me, try to get me to behave in a certain way, and just be a shitty fucking asshole to me for the rest of my life. No, I want, if love is out there, which fuck love, I'm so sick of love. Love only makes me weak and makes me, you know, because I care about motherfuckers. It makes me in a bad fucking situation. I'm going to assume that you're the devil, that you're fucking evil, and that you're going to try to fuck me over in any fucking way possible. So that's my message to you all, America. You know, I ran away from white people. I went to the women. I went to black folks. I went to gay folks. And nobody out here gives a shit. And so instead of like trying to get somebody to give a fuck, I don't want none of y'all to give a fuck. In fact, I want y'all to come after me as fucking hard as you can. Because I cannot stand you motherfuckers. And I only think that you will just come after me as hard as you fucking can. So do it anyways. I don't want your fucking love. Be an asshole to me. When I need some fucking love and need validation, fucking criticize me and be a fucking dick. When I'm down and out, make sure you insult me and spit on me and kick me when I'm fucking down. Make sure you make this fucking world harder for me. And the more that you make it harder for me, thank you. Thank you. I've already told you to do it like this. So I expect you to be a bunch of fucking dickheads. So come on, motherfuckers. Come after me. Let's see what y'all got. I'm not going to end it off like that because this is all about, you know, he said a lot of shitty things about black folks. Bill Cosby could say all this shit and he's not a racist or anything. He strictly is a racist. He's sitting there saying black people are doing this. And no, I mean it to be good. And then all this shit comes out. Well, let's defend this guy because he was black and had a good fucking TV show. No, I'm not going to defend you just because you had a TV show. And I'm not going to defend you just because you're black. Lots of people get fucking lynched in America. Not just black people. Lots of fucking people. I mean, look at John Kerry for speaking out against the war. Bill Clinton just for, dodging the draft, which they all fucking did. They all dodged the draft in Vietnam. People get fucking shitted on. They get shitted on hard fucking core. And motherfuckers don't understand it. Instead, they're like, well, as a judgmental person, I'm going to listen to the criticism. And I'm going to say you're guilty. And so we need to learn that orders are fucking, ridiculous. Accusations are fucking ridiculous. It's disrespectful to go around ordering motherfuckers like they ain't shit. It's also fucking disrespectful to accuse motherfuckers when you have no fucking evidence of the accusation. And then to be pissed off or to act surprised when you fucking insult somebody or criticize somebody or order somebody around, name call them, call them a name, or if you accuse them of something that they might get upset about it. No, I think it's fucking bullshit. You're sitting there telling me that I forged this. Pat Todd says you forged that signature on that document. You think that's what I did? Do you have any evidence of it? So you just made it up just to be a bitch. And then when you're a bitch and I say, why are you harassing me? I get fucked over? How is that possible? Why is that okay? She was being a dickhead. She was being a shitty fucking obnoxious fucking dickhead. And she did it because I dropped her fucking class. And she was obnoxious inside the fucking class. So I dropped her fucking class. And so she wanted to fuck my life over. How dare you disrespect me and sit there and be a shitty fucking bitch. It's fucking bullshit. Her entire life she's been a shitty fucking bitch to everybody that's ever come in contact with her, and people fucking defend her and they say that that's acceptable. That's not acceptable behavior. That's not acceptable. That's unacceptable. You're a slave driver and you're a fascist and you're unapologetic about it. You have no sense of morality. You have no sense of empathy. You're a bad fucking human being. You're a bad fucking person. You do need your fucking ass kicked. And that's that's it. You shouldn't have a job. You should definitely be fucking fired. Going around just being shitty to people. And why? Because I'm a nice guy. Y'all killed a fucking nice man. You killed a fucking nice man. And I don't feel bad about it. He says, "Stop beating your woman." These are all true things. This is just true of anybody and everybody. And so, in a way, I'm kind of pissed off that he's racist like this. Why? How come you're not telling the white people what they need to fucking do to get fucking better? White people are fucking sucking ass big time, Cosby. You don't care about us enough to say, "Hey, white people, get your shit together. Stop being fucking racist. Stop being such fucking individuals. Start getting in the union. Start being for solidarity. Start. Have fucking friends." You say nigga if you want to. That's fine. That's not a fucking crime. Free speech. Get the fuck over yourselves. Jesus Christ. It's fucking beautiful. I saw black and white people calling each other nigger the whole fucking time because they were each other's brothers. And if, you could change it to something else, but frankly, why change it? Nigga means nigga, right? White supremacists come up with nigger because they want to hurt somebody, but they were the true niggers. So the niggas are the ones who are not white supremacists. But you want to be an asshole, just be an asshole. It is name calling. So, if you think it's abusive, then brother. What about brother? Are you a dick about brother? You gonna be an asshole about saying brother too? Then don't be my fucking brother. Be my fucking enemy. That makes more sense. I think that's what you're gonna do anyways. Be a dick, be a criticizing fucking prick. Push me when I'm down, kick me when I'm down. You'll be a fucking prick. That's what you'll do. Because you're an American. That's who the fuck you are. You don't give a fuck about nobody. The people that stand up and say, let's be free and together and let's do things better. JFK, RFK, Malcolm X, MLK. What happened to them? They get fucking shot. Gandhi. Anybody that's ever stood up and say, Abraham Lincoln. Anybody that's ever fucking said, hey, let's fucking change this world for the better. Bam! Right through the fucking head. It is shocking, actually, that, any of the fucking things in our society even fucking works. It is shocking. Because there's just so many motherfuckers that don't give a shit about anybody out here. God, they're fucking shitty. Cosby denounced some black scammers and said those who commit crimes and wind up behind bars are not political prisoners. He's sitting there saying that there's no racism. There is racism, but there's also criminals too. I mean, he's not really saying anything of controversy here. I mean, basically, he's criticizing black people, and if black folks are not used to being criticized, that's the fucking thing here. And maybe we had a Cosby and people that was actually criticizing white folks like this, then perhaps we could understand because white folks are fucking shitty. They're fucking shitty. They have all the wealth, they have all the money, but because they're psychopaths and they're insecure about themselves, they'll keep all the shit and then wonder why everybody else is fucking burning around them. Why are you all burning? Because you have it all. You got everything. You have every fucking thing. And then everybody's supposed to kiss that motherfucker that already has everything. Oh, he has everything. Well, we should kiss his ass. Right? A rich person don't have to be nice or give money out to anybody. Hey, that's an important person. Be nice to that person because he's important. Why is he important? Because he sucks our resources dry and he takes all of our money and he's rich. So he's important. Oh. Okie dokie. Rich man gets everybody's fucking love. Poor man don't get nobody's love. Man, there's more poor than there are rich, and poor people stuck together. But poor people ain't like that. Everybody gotta fucking make a joke. Everybody gotta get some fucking digging or some shit. Motherfuckers ain't serious about actually fucking elevating themselves and liberating themselves. Says, for me, there's a time when we have to turn the mirror around because for me it's almost analgesic to talk about the white man is doing against us. It keeps a person frozen in their seat. It keeps you frozen in your hole you're sitting in. Cosby lamented that the racial slurs once used by those who lynch blacks are now a favorite expression of black children. He blames parents who put a record on. That record is yelling nigger, and you got your 7-6-year-old sitting in the back of the seat of the car. Those children hear that. Reverend Jesse Jackson says, Bill is saying let's fight the right fight. Let's level the playing field. Drunk people can't do that. Illiterate people can't do that. He kind of said those things, right? But not really. He was saying black people fucking suck. Y'all fucking it up. Y'all fucking it all up. And he is a perfect mouthpiece for the Ku Klux Klan. He couldn't have been a better fucking mouthpiece. And so the mouthpiece for the Ku Klux Klan is now being accused for rape. And black people still gonna fucking defend him because of his skin color. It's fucking racist and it's stupid. That's so fucking stupid. Especially if he's going around hurting people. But he's black. So let's give him a free pass. It's just as racist to hurt somebody because of their skin color just as it is to defend somebody who done wrong things because of their skin color. Racism is racism. Says dogs, water hoses that tear the bark off trees. Emmett Till naming the blacks used for tortured and murdered in Mississippi. 55 for whistling at a white woman. And you're going to tell me that you're going to drop out of school? You're going to tell me you're going to steal from a store? So we fought and we struggled for integration, and now you're just going to fuck over the fucking institutions that we have that's supposed to help you. Maybe the institutions aren't helping. Maybe that's why they're fucking turned against it. So he says they might use the words against you. Let them talk. Let those white crackers fucking talk. I'm not talking. This isn't for the fucking crackers. It's for my beloved black people. You backed up, you didn't do well, you quit school, but you find you need that high school credential, go to the community college. A veteran actor went on to say that while women appear to be leaders in the majority of the households, he hopes to see more men step up to the plate. We need more people to realize I want to raise my kids. I want to go back and get my 3 kids. I want to take on that responsibility. I want to love my children. Well, to do that, the black woman has to let him, and they have to have a place for him. So where's the fucking place? He's supposed to be the man telling you what to fucking do and bringing home all the bread and bacon. Let's not put it all on him. Let's make it equal. You bring some bread, he brings some bread, he takes care of the kids, you take care of the kids. It's fucking equal. That's not a hard thing to do. Women who expect every goddamn fucking thing handed on to them. Nicki Minaj, she'll never date a non-million ass nigga. I'll never date a Nicki Minaj. Nah, Nicki. Yeah, you got a nice ass. So what? Keep your ass in your own fucking pants and keep it away from me. Won't date a non-million ass nigga. You're a fucking gold digger. Maybe you just have to have fucking rich, expensive friends. Are you really helping the fucking public in the world fucking pull themselves out? Or are you just a loudmouth fucking shitty bitch? Noam Chomsky talks about racism. I don't mind intellectual discussions, but when people are just fucking assholes, man, people just been fucking assholes, and it's like, oh, you're illuminating me, right? Right? You're fucking trying to give me some truth so that way I'm a better fucking person. No, you're a racist. You're fucking racist, and that's just so fucking sad, man. He says it's a racist society, and it's pretty shocking. He's talking about how for most hundreds of years black folks didn't have anything, and then he says actually in the last 30 years they got some power. There are prospects, but it's going to be very hard. It's a very racist society. It's pretty shocking what has happened in regard to African Americans in the last 30 years is actually similar to what happened to black men, describing what happened in the late 19th century. The constitutional amendments after the Civil War that were supposed to free African American slaves and did something for about 10 years. Then there is this North-South Compact that granted the former slave-owning states the right to do whatever they wanted to do, and what they did was criminalize black life in all kinds of ways, and that created a kind of slave force that mostly threw black males in the jail, where they became the perfect labor force, much better than slaves. If you're a slave owner, you have to pay for it. You have to keep your capital alive, but if the state does it for you, that's terrific. No strikes, no disobedience, the perfect labor force. A lot of the American Industrial Revolution in the late 19th, early 20th century is based on that. It pretty much lasted into the Second World War when there was a need for free labor. After that, African Americans had about 2 decades in which they had a shot of entering society. A black worker could get a job in an auto plant. The unions were still functioning. They could buy a small house and send his kid to college. But by the 1970s and 1980s, it's going back to the criminalization of black life. So that's the new Jim Crow is what he's talking about. The 13th Amendment says slavery is abolished unless you're convicted of a crime. And if you're convicted of a crime, then you can become a fucking slave forever. And it's fucking bullshit. So it's saying, he's talking about that's what happened right after the Civil War. And he's absolutely right. The fucking Civil War amendments come out. South Carolina had the majority black convention. And then the lower legislature was majority black, so they had a state. They almost had, they didn't have the whole state, but they were getting some power, and they made a nice ass fucking constitution. But then within 1877, they made a fucking compact and said let's the corrupt bargain. So for Rutherford B. Hayes to be president, we got to undo the fucking occupation in the South. And when they got the occupation in the South fucking done, they said fine, go ahead, you could be the president now, since you don't have your troops over there. If you're a slave owner, you got to pay for it. You got to keep your capital alive, but you don't have to do that with the prison system. A lot of the Industrial Revolution, late 19th, early 20th century, is based on that free fucking labor. After that, African Americans had about 2 decades in which they had a shot of entering society. A black worker could get a job in an auto plant. The unions are still functioning. He could buy a small house and send his kid to college. But by the 1970s, 1980s, it's going back to the criminalization of black life. So he talks about how the black codes, they criminalized black people's lives right after the Civil War amendments. And once that fucking shit got taken down, they started criminalizing their life, just because they couldn't read or they didn't pay taxes or some shit. Their life would be criminalized. And so that's what we're seeing today. Bill O'Reilly is very much about the culture war. So if you could sit there and say welfare is the problem and not even mention black folks, you inherently, right now, I don't know why welfare is a black fucking issue. There are more white people that are on welfare. You end welfare for blacks, you end welfare for whites, and that's a lot of poor whites that's going to be starving. These same poor whites are fucking acting like they don't get the fucking government help and shit, right? We don't need government, we do our own damn thing, but you don't. You don't, and you're fucking lying, and your lies are fucking destroying America. So quit fucking destroying America, you piece of shit. Because if they were honest, then they would say, yes, sometimes I need some help from the government, but sometimes I also need to get a good job and do other shit. But by pretending to be so fucking rich and then going after the black people who get welfare, you're cutting your own fucking dick off. You're cutting your own fucking legs off because you're a lying piece of shit who pretends to be rich quick motherfucker. And you ain't nothing like that. You're a piece of shit. It's called the drug war, and it's a racist war. Ronald Reagan was an extreme racist, though he denied it, and the whole drug war is designed from policing to eventual release from prison to make it impossible for black men, increasingly more and more women and Hispanics to be part of society. In fact, if you look at American history, the first slaves came over in 1619, and that's half a millennium. There have only been here 3 or 4 decades in which African Americans have a limited degree of freedom. Not entirely, but some. They've been recriminalized and turned into a slave labor force. That's prison labor. That's American history. To break out of that is no small trick. So that's a really good, I guess, condensation of sort of what we're seeing right now. And so, somebody made a meme. They said, wait a second, you don't like how we lump you in with the Ferguson guys? Well, how's it fucking feel? Oh, I get you. Good point. If that was the point of the racism, was to point out that racism is fucking bullshit, I'm on board with that. But if the point of the racism is shut your damn mouth, you ain't nobody, fucking learn your fucking role. My role in society has been to be silent and to say nothing and to be nobody. And if that's the role you want me to fucking get back into, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that for white fucking people. I'm not gonna do it for black fucking people. My role is to be powerless and to have nothing. I don't think so. No, I'm not gonna fucking do that. My role is bigger than that. And if I need to shut your mouth, I need my mouth to be shut because of the way I fucking look, you're the fucking racist. You haven't heard a fucking word I said, and you don't give a shit about black people being free. You want to go against me? You don't care about black people. That's exactly right. You heard what the fuck I said. You go against me and defend Cosby. You defend motherfucking that fucking black Republican motherfucker who didn't even know the fucking countries. Come on, man. You're the one being a racist, and basically you're saying that black people get their fucking money by any means possible, good for them, and fuck all the whites. And you want to tell me that's not racist? That's fucking racist. So I know it is. It's just fucking. It's a fucking bullshit struggle, Hey, black man, I'm here with you, right? Decide, fight, ready to fight by your side. Fuck you. Oh, well then, fuck you too. Nah, I mean I was here with you, but not now. Not that particular black man, right? There's lots of black people, and it sucks because actually it's the assholes that stick out in your head the fucking most. But I mean, seriously, if this world felt like it was embracing me and fucking trying to get me to where I want to go, but it's not. There's not people out there that's actually trying to do that. It's just it's an individualistic society, and Bill Cosby's comments are fucking racist and they're off base. He trips over a couple truths, but that's it. His fucking comments come from a place of racial hatred. Hatred against his own people, black people, right? He's talking about black people specifically. And because he still has black, it's still cool. It's still all right. He's sold out. He showed everybody this is what black people can look like and they can do. And you're fucking up because you didn't do it like me. We didn't sell out and become white like you. And being white means you're a fucking psycho. Being white means you have no morals. Being white means you take it all and say fuck the world. And so that sounds more to me what Bill Cosby is all about. Bill Cosby made himself, he sold the fucking black community out, got some money fucking doing it, and now he's shitting on all the blacks saying, look, y'all could have been like me, but y'all didn't do it right, so fuck all y'all. I don't know why he's going to, maybe he's just feeling irrelevant these days and he needs to fucking get the headlines somehow. So, half a millennium for 1,000 years. The first slaves came in 1619. Millennium. That's 1,000 years, right? 500 years. It's been 3 or 4 decades. So half a millennium, black people were slaves. And then 3 or 4 decades, they've had a limited degree of freedom to do something. And then Bill Cosby wants to be like, so this is a white man, right? Noam Chomsky. He's clearly a racist, right? For all the fucking black people that want to just shit on white people because of their fucking color. Noam Chomsky's not a racist. In fact, he fucking sums it up very well here. Bill Cosby could learn something if you would read fucking Chomsky. And he's sitting there talking about how black people have a small degree of freedom for the last couple decades. So there has been progress, right? It's not fucking slavery and lynching and bullshit. But now he's also talking about how they're recriminalizing black life. So he takes the historical perspective and he understands it. And that's, I understand it too. I understand the racial and fucking systematic fucking, racism that has to be dealt with. But you're going to sit there and say being racist to white people who want to be your friend and fight next to you is the solution? I say fuck you. I think you're a person who will shoot your own self. You'll shoot your own fucking kids. You'll shoot your friends. You will shoot everybody around you just because you're a fucking asshole. And maybe the fascists do fucking win. Maybe that's the white way is to be a fucking asshole, to be a selfish fucking asshole, to take every fucking thing away from everybody, to be shitty to everybody. So that's what Bill Cosby is saying to do. Just be a fucking dickhead like the whites and you'll do fucking fine. Nah, Bill Cosby, you fucking old. You fucking old, talking about the good old fucking days when you made that fucking money and shit. You ain't helping nobody. You just trying to stay fucking relevant. Go roll around on the floor some more with the fucking Jimmy Fallon. Because I'm done with you, motherfucker. You fucking racist, man. The rapist comments are, you know, if it's true, it's fucking horrible, right? And it seems like it's true. A lot of people too many fucking people are saying this shit. But Bill Cosby was an asshole before all this fucking shit happened.